Look.
Hey everybody,
Yay!
live here with Cory Marks. How's
Hey
it going,
guys,
Cory?
going good, man. How are you guys?
Good,
Doing
good.
great, doing
Great to
great.
see you. Super excited to have you on here.
Hey, man. Well, I'm excited to be here, and you guys are hanging out in Toronto too, right? So you're not too far from my hometown.
Not too far, yeah. You're up in North Bay right now. How's everything in North Bay?
I mean, it's as good as it can be, I guess. We're staying safe, wearing masks, and following all the precautions, but also enjoying some time with the family. So it's not all that bad.
Nice. Yeah, definitely a good time for that. And how's your day been so far? What's a day in the life of Cory Marks like?
A day in the life of Cory Marks, huh? Well, I just got back from the gym about 45 minutes ago. So I'd have a quick shower and hop on here at you guys. Been studying for my pilot's license as well. So after this, I have ground school, going over some navigation stuff, and writing my test in 2 weeks. So kind of been focusing on that, and yeah, that's kind of what I've been focusing on due to not being able to tour right now. So it's focusing on things like this, hanging out with cool folks like you, playing some music and answering some questions. In the meantime, studying for a pilot's license, man.
That's
That's awesome. Sorry. Is that like a backup plan in case you can't tour? Just fly there?
Huh. No, that's it's a backup plan in case the tour bus breaks down.
Right, right. What are
yeah.
you learning to fly out of curiosity? Sorry.
I'm currently on a Cessna 172, so I'm typed out on a 152 and a 172, and I also fly a Yak 52, which is it's a Russian trainer plane, so it's a fully aerobatic up to 7G, positive 7G and negative 4G. So it's a lot of fun to tumble, roll, and loop around in, and I'll be learning more and actually getting checked out on that once I get the private pilot license.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah,
That
I
sounds very impressive.
It's
I
a
was
lot of
reading
fun.
when you first started this, you're in the Royal Military College of Canada. Is this still through that?
No, it's not. No, that's kind of how the whole music thing started, was playing in pubs there for the first time, and it didn't work out at RMC, so I came home and started playing local bars, and it grew. Next thing led to another, was one thing led to another, was playing multiple bars in the city, then all the bars in the city, and then moving out to bars in Toronto and Ottawa and Sudbury, and then eventually on the strip, on the Broadway strip in Nashville, and then touring with guys like Brantley Gilbert and Toby Keith across Canada. I've toured Canada, well, 8 times now. So my most recent tour that ended with because of COVID was with Gord Bamford.
Nice. Nice. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna have some tour questions for you. But I'll maybe we'll get
All
started off
right.
with some music. I'll just kind of let people know what's going on here in case this is their first time tuning in. So yeah, this is
Sure.
uh, this is Quarantine Songs. This is a little live streaming series that we started as the pandemic hit because we realized musicians didn't, like you were just saying, there's not a whole lot of places to play, so we thought we could kind of find a place where everybody come together and still keep the music going.
Hell
We
yeah.
do have we've got Cory Marks on now. We've got Renegade Station coming on next. Over at Quarantine Songs, you will be able to rewatch this episode. We've also got a tip jar there, so if anybody wants to send any donations, that'll be split 100% between the artists for every episode.
That's at
And
quarantinesongs.com.
yeah, and we're live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So whichever one of those platforms you guys are watching from, if you do have any questions or any comments, they'll all come right into here, and we can get over to Cory. So please do, if you guys have questions or comments, please throw them in there.
We got a
Uh,
couple of people
So,
saying hi
yeah,
already.
here we go. Hi, folks. Lisa,
awesome.
Jessica, Christina, Rita, Jessica again.
Nice. Yeah, if you want to take us away with a couple of songs, I'd love to hear something to start it off.
Sure, man. Well, this is a fun song. I've gotten the opportunity to play this one live a few times, and this was my third release, I believe. My third release off the brand new record, "Who I Am," which is available on all streaming platforms right now, and you can also order it on my website in a vinyl or CD. at CoryMarks.com, obviously. And so this is one of my favorite songs to play live, and one of my favorites that I wrote on the record. It's a song called Devil's Grin. Friends say I should walk away, hell, run while you can, 'cause you can't trust a woman who's lying to another man. She's in your head, she's on your mind, just toying you around, tearing up a one-way street and the only way is down. This how to go, don't stand a chance. The same old song, the same old dance. Every man's prayer but a mother's sin. Her angel smiles, the devil's grin. Yeah. Your hips and thighs, your cheating eyes, you got me out of my mind. You stole my soul, I stole a kiss, and now I'm doing time. Ain't no point in slowing down, there's nothing left to lose. 'Cause I ain't right and you're no good, it hurts, but that's the truth. This how to go, don't stand a chance. It's the same old song, the same old dance. Every man's prayer but a mother's sin. Her angel smiles, the devil's grin. Yeah. Gone crazy. Yeah. Whoa, 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 this how to go, don't stand a chance. It's the same old song, the same old dance. Every man's prayer but a mother's sin. Her angel smiles, the devil's grin. This how to go, don't stand a chance. It's the same old song, the same old dance. Every man's prayer but a mother's sin. Her angel smiles, the devil's grin. Yeah. There you have it. That's Devil's Grin, the acoustic version of Devil's Grin, of course. And that's one of the songs on the record. Again, brand new record, Who I Am, out everywhere. So go check it out. And that's one of my favorite songs to play live so far. I haven't really gotten the opportunity to play a lot of them live due to COVID, of course. But I've gotten to play this one, Devil's Grin, which I just played, and this one, my current country single. At country radio right now. You can watch the video on YouTube, of course. It's a fun song. It's a summer jam, summer anthem. It's featured on Billboard, of course, as the summer country hit. And it's a song I wrote called Drive. We got people tuning in from all over the world, man. I love it. Thank you. Truck, an 81 Dodge, the bucket of rust. Yeah, she sure made it feel brand new. With cracks in the windows, it was hard to drive. No radio on, just to come here smile. All the things that I would do. She would slide on over to me, get a little closer, and we could try get out of this town for a little while. Try, we've blown away that sexy smile. Try, yeah, baby, just try. That's right. I was only in town for a couple of days. I never thought I can be feeling this way. There ain't a damn thing I can do. Yeah, those tan lips, her blue eyes, one hand on the wheel, yeah, that summer sky.
gets a little closer, and she said, try, let's get out of this town for a little while. Try, wind blowing away that sexy smile. Try, yeah, baby, just try. Let's get out of this town for a little while. Try, wind blowing away that sexy smile. Try, yeah, baby, just try. Even though you're a million miles away, I still think about you every day. I wish that I could drive, go back to that town for a little while. Drive, I'd do anything to see you smile. Drive, drive, let's get out of this town for a little while. Drive, we're blowing away that sexy smile. Drive, yeah, baby, just drive. Yeah, yeah, baby, just drive. Just drive.
There you have it.
Hey, fantastic. Hey, that's just sounded awesome, man.
You're all
It's-
smiles over there, Jesse. It's good.
I love getting the opportunity to come on and do things with artists like you. It's honestly, it makes my whole day. So I got a lot to smile about.
Very cool, man. Thank you. Well, thanks again for having me.
Pleasure. I want to
trying-
ask you about that last one. You got a music video out that's featuring some cars and some planes. Do you want to?
Yeah, man.
Can you tell us about that music video?
Yeah, so I actually shot that right here in North Bay due to COVID and everything, right? So we could travel, and you know, I got some friends at the airport there that made it possible to get the cool planes and the tarmac, and of course the runways. And my local sponsor here, Farquhar Chrysler, you know, been hooking me up with some pretty sweet rides. Unfortunately, that car sold, so that's my favorite car is a Dodge Challenger. So you know, with some help with some good local friends here and businesses, it was great to make that whole video happen. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. It was it's pretty much you know, everything I love: beautiful weather, airports, airplanes, and fast, cool cars.
That's awesome. That's super
And
cool.
good
Sorry,
friends.
is somebody driving the car from that video now? Then.
Yeah, somebody's got that car. Yeah,
That's like somebody's car.
yeah, somebody's car now. Yeah,
Nice. They got a nice little piece of history.
that's right.
Nice.
Yeah, I hope they didn't watch the video actually, because I don't
Oh,
think
no.
it sold with new tires.
That's awesome. Yeah, we've there's lots of love coming in from all around the world here, which is pretty crazy. Your music obviously speaks to a lot of people, a lot of different types of people in a lot of different parts of the world. Why do you think that is?
I mean, I don't know. I'm glad to hear that it's doing that. I mean, usually you know, my lives there's 20 plus different countries tuning in. It's pretty incredible as a Canadian country act to get that kind of love and support from around the world. So it's been really overwhelming and amazing, quite amazing to see. I think you know, there's country fans out there, and there's rock fans, and country music these days is definitely more steered towards pop. And you know, I just want to change that a little bit. So I think I'm, you know, giving people a new flavor, maybe. You know, definitely mixing hard rock, and country together. It's, you know, I grew up on all kinds of genres of music, from Jimmy Rogers, Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings, to Rush, Deep Purple, Grand Funk, and then into my teens, like, you know, Lamb of God, Arch Enemy, Pantera, and I love all those kinds of music. And so that's what I wanted to do, is incorporate, really mix them all together and create this sound, of course, with help of my producer, Kevin Churko, works with Ozzy Osbourne, is another artist I love growing up to and listening to and still do. So I just, wanted to create something that's for the country fans, the rock fans, and man, even the hard rock and metal guys are loving it too. And So yeah, I hope that just keeps happening, and fans love the record and love the music that's going to be coming in 2021 as well.
That's amazing.
Very nice.
Cool. Sorry, there's so many comments going up here. I can't even pop these up while I'm trying to talk
There's
to you at the
lots of
same time. But
comments,
we'll
for
get
sure.
them up on the screen.
We got
They're,
Brazil, Canada, UK, US.
Everywhere.
Man.
There was a question here. I'm trying to scroll through these to find it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can I ask you about your billboard, the billboard situation you were talking about with Drive?
Say that again.
So you're mentioning that the song Drive was on Billboard Country.
Yeah, it was Billboard did a write up, an article on it as the it was the summertime hit. I forget the title of it.
Nice.
Summer hit or feel good hit of the summer. I think it was
Feel good hit of the summer. Do they call you? Does Billboard call you and be like, "Hey, just so you know, this is what we're saying"?
Well, they actually it's my good buddy Dave Brooks. I met him since the release of Outlaws and Outsiders, and my label and publicists get all that stuff arranged, and they've been truly incredible this year. I think I've been featured on Billboard 6 or 7 times, so I'm very thankful for that, and it's been pretty overwhelming and exciting to get to talk to guys like Dave Brooks at Billboard, and you just kind of shoot the shit with them, and then you realize it's for an article going on Billboard. So you got like The Weeknd and all these Post Malone, and then it's like Cory Marks. So it's like all right, cool.
That's amazing.
Very cool. That's awesome.
So I've got Rita's asking if you're ever coming back to Moncton.
Shout out to Moncton.
Yes, Moncton, New Brunswick. My last show was besides the Gore Bamford shows, was with Travis Tritt. We did 2 sold out shows in Moncton at the casino, and absolutely, I plan on coming back to Moncton. I love that city. It's a great place.
Nice.
If they'll have me back, of course.
Oh, Moncton's like the friendliest place I think on the planet. They'll have everybody all the time. It's like the friendliest place in the world. You're always invited into Moncton.
Good to know.
It's like the only place in the world I've ever had honest to God moonshine was in Moncton. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's my brother played hockey there for the Moncton Wildcats back in 2004, 2005. So I went to go watch him play there a few times. I've been on tour there with Brett Kissel and Travis Tritt, and I think I was there for another tour, but another show. So many of them. I can't say that about 2020, but
oh man, yeah, that set off a bunch of them. Now we're getting asked if you're ever going to go to the UK, especially Scotland.
Absolutely, yes. You guys have been amazing. Scotland's been incredible. My brother played hockey in Scotland as well too, a couple of years ago, last year. So yeah, I definitely plan on coming to the UK and Germany, Australia, of course. We got some Aussies on here now, which is great.
Nice.
Reading the comments.
Someone's asking if you're coming to the USA. You were just down in the States right before this pandemic kind of hit us all.
I was actually doing 20
right?
dates, 20 plus dates across Canada with Gord Bamford, my good old boy Gord Bamford, and then after that tour, I was heading across the States with Breaking Benjamin and a few other really cool acts.
You've got to be the only artist that can say that. That you're going from a Gord Bamford tour to a Breaking Benjamin tour.
Yeah, Gord Bamford to Breaking Benjamin, and actually right before Breaking Benjamin, I was asked to open up for the legendary Alice Cooper for 2 sold out shows,
Nice.
2 arena shows in Virginia, I believe.
Wow.
So that would have been pretty amazing, yeah. And then head over to headline a festival in Australia in October.
Oh man, this 2020 would have been a crazy year.
It would have been a great year. I mean, it still is a great year. I gotta, I'm gonna enjoy this time at home with friends and family before it really gets crazy and we figure out a way to get rid of this COVID shit and get back to normal here.
Nice. You mentioned Alice Cooper. I saw your last music video you did with Lizzie Hailstorm, who I saw open for Alice Cooper last summer, and it was such a mind-blowing show.
Yeah.
that would,
I
oh my
bet.
God, to see you on a bill like that, I could only imagine.
It'd be a lot of fun.
How's the experience of working with her on that last video you put out?
It was incredible to have an artist like her, just such a extreme talent, extreme vocalist, and just from what I know so far, just a really cool human being. And we've been in contact since the song came out, and she just seems such like a down to earth person. And I know we want to do a show together too, so I think it'd be a lot of fun to do a Cory Marks Hailstorm show. And yeah, it's I mean, it was different due to COVID, so we had to we had to make arrangements to make the video work by following the precautions and procedures and whatnot. So it was interesting nonetheless, but we made it happen, and she looks great and sounds great.
Nice. Cool. Do you want to jump into some more songs for us here?
Well, how about I play that one? This is
perfect.
the
Perfect segue.
Exactly. Thank you.
Smooth.
This is the track that came out, the video that came out with the brand new record, Who I Am. Again, for those who just tuned in, it's available everywhere if you don't have it yet. So check it out. Who I Am, streaming everywhere. And this is a very special song, and it features a very special and talented artist, Miss Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm. It's one I wrote with Kane Churko, and there's a really, really interesting video. Of course, I came out with it, shot by my great friend Ed Regan, and we shot most of that right here in North Bay. So hope you guys enjoy the acoustic version. It's still kind of new to me to play it acoustically, but we'll try it out. So here's Out in the Rain.
We were young, we were lost, but we traveled not knowing the cost. Nothing behind us, just rode ahead, unashamed of the things that we did. It's you who asked me to stay. It's you who pushed me away. Out in the rain, where I've been for days, I'll stay forever here in a storm. Out in the rain, until your heart changes. I've made this weather my home. Out in the rain, days have come, days have gone, but I'll stay on this road till it's done. The stars remind me of when we won, before all of my sky came undone. It's you who's making this hard. It's you who pushed me this far. Out in the rain, where I've been for days, I'll stay forever here in the storm. Out in the rain, till your heart changes. I've made this weather my home. Out in the rain, out in the rain, out in the rain, out in the rain. never too late. Out in the rain, where I've been for days, I've made this weather my own. Out in the rain. Had a little country twist to it. There you have it. That's Out in the Rain. That features Miss Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm, and she's just an incredible singer, an incredible person, and incredible artist. I'm seeing these comments coming from around the world, guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot to me to know that you guys are loving my music around the world. So I wish this was whiskey, but cheers to you. Let's see some of these comments here. See what's happening. High school classmate. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? Well, thank you very much. I can't wait to be in the UK, Karen. Rosemary, thank you. Thank you so much for all the support, all the local support. It means the world. Got anything cool planned for North Bay? We're trying to make something work, and hopefully it turns out. Cheers, Candy. All right. Mary Hoffman. It's so crazy to have a big screen in front of me, a camera in front of me, and seeing these seeing all this comments come in. Hi from Luxembourg. Whoop whoop. Any questions for me, guys? Feel free to go ahead and comment away, ask away, and I'll try to answer those questions best as I can. Devils, as in Devil's Grin. You should have been here at 5. Arkansas, very cool. Close to Indiana. Or missed that one. Honest man, you've helped me a lot. Help us get through some gloomy Friday evenings with your live at home concerts. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it, man. You guys have helped me a lot too. It's nice to know that we got fans tuning in from around the world, and of course right here at home. So appreciate you. Thank you. Who does your hair? That's leave it to my best friends to make those comments. Well, I don't know, Pat. I'll do it myself. Is it all right? Does it look okay? I've been on skates since I was 3 years old. So and I still play every now and then. But I played some junior and major junior hockey up here in Canada, and had an opportunity to go to Ohio State University, but didn't want to write the SAT, so kindly declined. And then eventually enrolled into the forces at RMC, Royal Military College of Canada. I was there for several months before picked up a guitar and started playing music. Thanks, Mary. Well, let's do this is one of my favorites on the record, and I want to thank Apple Music for putting this one on so many great playlists. And this is definitely probably the most country song on the record, and I wrote it one morning before going into the studio. It's kind of like a mix between Merle Haggard and Vince Gill, and those are two great country artists, and those guys are the best. So I hope Merle loves this song up there, and I hope one day Vince gets to hear this and loves it too. And it's a song I wrote called My Whiskey, Your Wine. I'm feeling lonely, I got you on my mind. And I swear I'll quit drinking this time. But it's getting harder letting your memory go. Your warm, sweet touch with a heart so cold. You tell me you love me, where are you now? I wanna believe you somehow. Wherever you are, I hope that you'll find. And I'll be here drinking my whiskey and your wine. I see you around from time to time, thinking about those moments where I was yours and you were mine. My friends say to let go, but they don't understand. You're more than a memory, with my heart in your hands. You tell me you love me, where are you now? I wanna believe somehow. Wherever you are, I hope that you'll find. And I'll be here drinking my whiskey and your wine. And I'll be here drinking my whiskey and your wine. My whiskey and your wine.
There you have it. That's on the record, Who I Am. That's a song I wrote called My Whiskey Your Wine.
Beautiful,
Hey,
man.
boys, you're back.
We're back.
Great track, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to pop back in to just
We
have
gotta
a quick
get
chat about.
the speakers all hooked up here so we can hear
Oh, okay.
you folks again. Let's see if we hear you.
How
Oh,
about now?
yeah, we're good.
Nice.
We're live.
Nice. Yeah, I just wanted to pop back in to ask you a few questions about your new album, which
Sure,
some of
yeah,
the
of
songs are
course.
coming up. Yeah, can you tell us about the process of kind of recording that and how that came together?
Well, it was interesting because I was touring Canada and Kevin was working on multiple projects, I believe, with Disturbed and Five Finger Death Punch, and I was crossing Canada with Aaron Pritchett, and then later on Brantley Gilbert and Toby Keith. So we had to we started writing this album in 2015, and then whenever we'd find gaps so that I can come down for a week or two and for the most part, I do a lot of writing on the road and bring it to Kevin. Either he loved the song enough to just leave it the way it is, or him and Kane would make it that much better. And so it was a great process, and it was interesting. It was long in some ways, because we just wanted to get down and get the record done. And he would send over some of the I guess what we had done so far. Some of not demos, but essentially what the songs are going to be, and was like, shit, man, like, it sounds so great, of course, with him producing it. So it just makes you want to go right back, hop on a plane and get to Vegas and keep going. So the process of this record was the fall of 2015 to I believe the spring of 2017. So it was roughly 3 years to record it, but it was a great experience nonetheless. When you walk into the Hideout studio in Vegas, and there's platinum and gold records all over the wall with from Shania Twain to Ozzy Osbourne to Disturbed to Five Finger Death Punch to Celine Dion. It was just it was super cool, and hopefully have a plaque on that wall for Kevin soon, or one day, a gold record on the wall for him.
Nice. Yeah, well, it's gotten really great reactions from publications and fans. Clearly, I'm going to say around the world, just from being on here with you for the last half hour. Did you see this kind of success for the album coming? Did it take you by shock at all, or was this how was just seeing everybody's reaction to this great album?
I mean, with a record, you just never know. You can only hope for a great reaction like this, and so when it started happening, it was definitely overwhelming at first, with all the the press coming in, and the fans kind of seeing your Instagram numbers just spike, and like something like Outlaws and Outsiders, in less than 10 months has almost 30 million streams worldwide. So it's kind of just hits you where it's like, okay, this is finally happening, and it's been, again, waited almost 5 years to release the music. So once it finally came out, it was just, I'm ready for it. Let's do this. But yeah, there's definitely a sense of shock because you never know how they're going to react to it. And, to have not only my first top 10 of my career, but also give Travis Tritt his first top 10 on rock charts was a really cool experience. And, being top 10 on US rock radio as a Canadian country act, and then getting number 12 here in Canada and number 3 in Germany. It's definitely awesome. And I hope for a lot more.
Nice. Yeah, so I was just seeing people saying love the record. He'll be number 1. He'll have the gold record.
I hope so.
Yeah, everybody's pretty confident in that one. We're all waiting for it, Cory.
Well, thank
Nice.
you, everybody.
What are the next steps for you? What's coming out next? I guess it's hard to plan things during this, but
yeah. Well, the next step is to finish this pilot license by fall.
Right.
So I'll get that. That'll be a check off the old bucket list. And Kevin and I have actually. So this is a bit of a rabbit out of the hat, or whatever the expression is, but we do have a Christmas song coming out. So I'm actually really excited for this song because it's a classic country Christmas country song by a great classic country band. But we kind of, as Kevin does in Kevin Churko fashion, it's drop down guitars and heavy drums and a lot of fun. So it's again a mix between country and rock. But it was a lot of fun to record that, and we had to record the vocals here in North Bay at my good friend Ben Leggett's studio, and just a talented dude as well. And him and Kevin kind of connected on how to get the vocals done and whatnot. And so we got a great Christmas track coming out soon. So that'll be the next thing, and hopefully things can somewhat clear up where I can get down to Vegas and start working on record number 2. I have close to 50-60 songs in the bag that are ready to go, and most of which I haven't even got the chance to write with Kevin yet. So usually when I go down to Vegas, we could write a song in a day, and by the in the morning, and then by the end the vocals are pretty near done, and then we start working on the song. So we could typically a week in Vegas for me is the first day there is kind of like a it's just kind of chill, and then we get to work. So we have about 5 or 6 days to work, and that we usually write and record 4 to 5 songs in that time. So it's obviously better when we get 2 weeks, because then we end up with 6 to 8 songs, and that's how this record was done. But hopefully I'll be able to stay for maybe a full month this time, and crush a bunch of songs and write some and just kind of enjoy the Vegas life a little bit.
Nice.
A little bit longer, right?
Nice. That's dope. How do you write a country song, Cory? Like, how do you go through that process?
Well, I get a pencil, and then I get a pen, a piece of paper, and I'll grab this guitar here. No, I think it's just I grew up on guys like Merle Haggard and Jimmy Rogers, and even guys like Travis Tritt and Alan Jackson, of course, Brad Paisley, and So it's just such a, I'm not, just kind of, I guess, as cliche as it sounds, it's just right from the heart. And especially this record, definitely, it's definitely experiences that I've been through or very close to. So it's, for the most part, true stories and real life, my life anyway. And I know that I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that can relate to it. So I think writing a country song is just, again, writing from the heart and definitely something that uh, many people can relate to, even if you're rock or country.
Nice.
I dropped my
I've
pick.
I wanted to
Give me a
ask you
second.
because oh yeah. How are you doing over there, Ben?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you, Jesse? How's your day?
Good. I had this to look forward all day, so it's been good.
I've been pumped all day.
Hell yeah.
I wanted to ask you, Cory. So yeah, your music is definitely an interesting mix of rock and country, which I feel like most people aren't really kind of nailing in the way that you are. But when you first started doing that, were people kind of taken aback, or like right away were people like, yeah, this is fucking it, this is cool? Or
Here we go, the first swear.
Did you have any pushback?
Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, we got love from around the world. Again, top 10 at US Rock Radio. We got some love at Canadian Rock Radio, getting, top 15, and again, number 3 in Germany. And there was even radio stations, Australian radio stations, country radio stations that were playing it, and still are, and even my current single Drive. But the only ones that have really seem to be taken back and don't understand it's Canadian country radio, unfortunately. And it's been tough. You think you got a great product and everyone's loving it, but it's either too much rock for them or whatever the reason is. I hope that changes, and I hope to have a hit on Canadian country radio as well soon, or one of the songs off this record. That's what I'm really hoping for. That's the only piece of pie that's missing for me. So yeah, I hope
that's crazy when that
happens soon. Yeah,
me too, man. But yeah, the fact that we have
there was people that were taken back. Of course, the rockers, and no matter what you do, no matter how good it is or bad it is, there's going to be good comments and there's going to be bad comments, and it's interesting to read them because you want to know, and so some of the heavier rock fans or metal fans might not be cool with having some badass like Ivan Moody and Mick Mars on a country track, but I think it's a perfect mix of country music and rock, and even a little hard rock or metal, if you will. And that's who I am. That's what I grew up on. That's what I love, and that's what I want to do. So I want to be able to entertain all those fans, the rock, country, hard rock, and even metal fans, because my show's definitely always been that way. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the only artist in the world that has a medley of Holy Diver. I sing it like Dio, but the band plays it like Killswitch, and then we go into Footloose, which is a bit of Kenny Loggins / Blake Shelton. And that's one of the cool medleys that tend to the rock, metal, and country fans. And so we wanted to kind of capture that energy with of course this record. So that's why, I mean, it's a country song, but it's just a little bit heavier. And again, country music's definitely steered more towards pop right now, and I think there's just too much of that right now, and I just think it needs something different, and I hope I'm it, and I hope I can create a new flavor, pave a new road for country music like some of my heroes did, like Merle Haggard and Buck Owens creating the Bakersfield sound, and of course you got Eric Church and Brantley Gilbert and even Jason Aldean getting a little bit heavier, and guys like Sturgill Simpson and Chris Stapleton that are really keeping it country in their own way too. So hopefully Cory Marks is one of those lanes as well for country music, but also rock and metal.
Nice. And yeah, we were talking about going from a Bamford tour to a Killswitch tour. What is the kind of difference when you're playing those festivals? Like, I'm sure like just going to a country festival and going to a metal festival are very different kind of energies, right? Can you kind of talk about that?
I mean, well, I've been to a Merle Haggard concert, and I've been to a lot of country concerts, and I've also been to, I used to love going to the Gigant tours in Toronto. So I've seen Dream Theater and Meshuggah and all those crazy, awesome metal bands. So I definitely see the different kind of energy, which again I try to incorporate in my show. So I thought hard about that too. Like, man, hopefully they're not like, when we get on stage, like, get this country ass off the stage, man.
Right.
So, but thankfully we got songs like Outlaws and Outsiders and Blame It on the Double, and even Who I Am, the title track has, it's definitely country, but it has some, edgy rock elements to it. So I think the most important thing was, given I had a 25-minute slot, so roughly 5-6 songs, make sure you come out big and loud, no matter what, don't stop. And was going to do some sort of medley or cover that, at least the rock fans will say, all right, man, this guy's rock enough, but then when you tour with Bamford, we're both huge Merle Haggard fans. So it's just, and this band is phenomenal too. So we can name off any Merle Haggard song on the fly. We don't even have to rehearse it. We'll just sing Haggard for an hour or two if we have to do it or want to do it. I guess it depends how many whiskeys we have before we get on stage.
Nice. Cool. And we got a few fan questions here for you.
Sure.
Chris is asking, what's your favorite tattoo?
My favorite tattoo.
I think on you specifically.
On me specifically?
One would assume.
Probably. Oh wait, I gotta go this side. Probably this one here. It's can't really see it. I don't know. Well, I got the big lion up there. I mean, I love this whole sleeve. My buddy Caleb from North Bay did, but got the old number 7 there too. But if you can see it, these are the Canadian Forces Snowbirds, and I actually had the opportunity to fly with them in 2017. So I've always been a huge fan of theirs and the armed forces since I was a kid, and especially the Air Force, and been a plane fanatic, air show fanatic since I was a little kid. So I'd say that one, just because it's really a once in a lifetime experience that I hope I get to do again soon with the team. And a lot of them are great friends of mine, and they represent just that skill, professionalism and teamwork. And I think to at some point, from those late nights and all that stuff, you got to have fun, of course, but in order to be successful in anything you do, I think that's definitely something you got to incorporate into your work, is skill, professionalism, and teamwork. And that's what they represent. So that's probably my favorite tattoo. And then, I mean, I love them all, of course. Daisy for mom, and then Merle Haggard right there. Mama tried. That's kind of, if I'm doing something stupid, I kind of look at that and go, oh, wait a minute. Even now.
That was funny. That was a good question. There was a good answer to that one. Kevin's asking, word is you might be better than your brother at hockey. Can you confirm this?
Word is, well, he's a professional hockey player and I'm not, so that's the answer there. And in order to be a good hockey player, you gotta score goals. And I spent a lot of my time in the penalty box. So again, answers that question.
Different kind of hockey player.
Different kind,
yeah,
right?
A little more edgy, a little more energy, but he's definitely the goal scorer.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, we got tons of comments in here. Tom saying Canadian Country get on board. They definitely should.
Out of curiosity, when you were touring in Canada, what was the reception in audiences and stuff?
They seem to love it, I've made a lot of fans across the country, and I know that a lot of fans call and request at Canadian Country Radio too. So I think I got some of them out there, and hopefully making more across Canada. But they seem to love and have a good time, because I think that's what it's all about when you perform. It's to make sure those fans leave wanting more and would always come back. So that's kind of what I have in my mind before hitting the stage. Light it up, tear it down, burn it down.
Very awesome. Very awesome. Shameless self-promotion. We're gonna definitely play Cory's music on Dropout Radio. So if you guys want to check that out, it's always streaming Canadian music at dropoutentertainment.ca. There, I'm done now.
Check it out. Well, how about I play one more song for you guys, and we will do this again soon.
Yeah, that sounds great. And we got what do we got? Oh yeah, we're coming on 6 o'clock already. That really flew by. If you got one more song for us, I'd love to hear it. Then we can just kind of do a quick outro, and let's
all right. Well, let's play the big old hit. This is streaming millions of streams around the world. So again, everybody, that scared the shit out of me. Thank you, Ed. Uh-oh. So everybody around the world, thank you so much. US Rock Radio, German Rock Radio, Canadian Rock Radio. I really appreciate it. And all you fans around the world, thank you so much. And this is it's a song I love to play for you guys because you guys love it so much, and it's a lot of fun to play. And it's a song I wrote for any of you outlaws and outsiders out there. It's I want you to know that it's okay to be you. It's okay to be different, little outside the box, and just keep doing your thing. All right. So for all you outlaws and outsiders out there. And this one features some incredible artists. I'm proud to say I can call them friends now. And country music legend Travis Tritt, the always awesome Ivan Moody of Five Finger Death Punch, and the legendary Mick Mars of Motley Crue. I want to say thank you to you guys as well for being part of this, believing in me, and want to be part of this project. And again, Miss Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm. I think she's an outlaw and outsider too. This song for all y'all. Got a gypsy soul, I'm a rebel and rogue, and I'm always on the run. With a fire inside, I ain't ever gonna die. I'm a locked and loaded gun. When the match is striking the gasoline lights, it's only just begun. One thing I learned is you can watch it all burn, but the flame ain't ever done. Raise them up a little higher, you lighters, outlaws and outsiders. Yeah, come on. Some call me a renegade, the enemy. Throw your hands up if you feel the same. Oh, living life at the edge. Just say what you want to say, walk away. I'll stand tall when there's hell to pay. Ain't no power higher where the outlaws and outsiders. Yeah. I was born in the dark with the fearless heart and a taste for the other side. I was a crazy-ass kid, all the shit I did, I'm amazed that I'm still alive. Yeah, they thought I'd change with a little bit of age, but you know I never will. It takes too much time to walk a straight line, don't have time to kill. Raise a fist up high, the fighters, outlaws and outsiders. Come on! Yeah, some call me a renegade, the enemy. Throw your hands up if you feel the same. Oh, living life at the edge. Just say what you want to say, walk away. I'll stand tall when there's hell to pay. Ain't no power higher than the outlaws and outsiders. Some call me a renegade, the enemy. Throw your hands up if you feel the same. Oh, living life at the edge. Just say what you want to say, walk away. I'll stand tall when there's hell to pay. Ain't no power higher than outlaws and outsiders. Outlaws and outsiders. Outlaws and outsiders. Thank you guys. Go check out my brand new record, Who I Am, streaming on all platforms. And of course, watch the videos on YouTube and check things out for more details. CoryMarks.com. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Cory Marks Music. Where are the boys at?
Awesome.
There they are.
Awesome, man. Thank you so
Honestly,
much.
yeah, fantastic
Woohoo.
show. Thanks so much for coming on here. What
Somebody
we're switching.
wants you to
Ed's,
come to
Ed-
Mexico.
Come on, Ed. You too. All right, do we have them? All right, boys.
You're out? Okay. Yep. Thanks so much again.
Cool.
Oh, because you don't got
There
that
we go.
audio. I see.
There we go.
Nice.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, I want to say thanks so much for coming on. This has been a fantastic start to the night. That was some great tunes, some great stories.
Thank you, man. Thank you guys so much, Benjamin, Jesse. I appreciate you. Everyone for tuning in. Thank you so much. We'll do it again soon. Again, hope you guys enjoy the record. If you haven't heard it fully yet, go check it out and stream it everywhere. And really appreciate you guys. So thank you for your time, and we'll do it again soon.
Sounds
Awesome,
good.
Corey. Cool.
Cool.
Cheers, guys. Take
Have
care.
a
Be
great
safe.
night. You too.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Cool.
Great guest. Awesome guy.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, looking from the comments, people were a fan of that.
Yeah, I hope some of you guys stick around for our next. Who do we have coming up?
We've got Renegade Station coming up next. They're
Rockin'.
another country band from Alberta. We got a bit of a break until they're coming on, so we're gonna be chatting for a little bit. I've also got a few of Cory's music videos that we can play everybody, so you can hear
Nice.
the electric version.
Nice, very cool.
But yeah, I really do want to say thanks so much to everybody who has tuned in, has been watching tonight. These shows have been a fantastic series for us. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun to get to come and talk to or bands from all across the country. Talk to countries, yeah.
Talking to countries everywhere. Actually, tonight was probably the most countries I think we've reached, which is super awesome.
Yeah. There's really people from all over the world in here. But yeah, why don't I'll play you guys one of his music videos here. This is one that he actually talked about, featuring Lizzie Hailstorm. Yeah, this is Out in the Rain. Yeah, hopefully you guys can stick around for a bit. We got a couple music videos. We're going to talk about a little bit of stuff we're doing at Dropout, and then super stoked to have Renegade Station coming on.
Nice.
Oh. You know what? Unless there's no sound, then that's not actually super helpful to watch. Never mind. I thought we had some music videos to put on here.
We've got some music video, just the video though. it's just there's no music. Let's not do that, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's not very helpful.
You know what I noticed actually, just as a random side note, one of the things that Cory mentioned, and I'm hearing this a lot from just artists that I've been interviewing for the podcast and stuff like that. Also, if you guys don't know, we've got a podcast, comes out every Monday. Is artists tend to find more success when they're writing from like that real place. There was like that I don't know, I guess finding your own sound and being really honest with yourself. Does that make sense? Because like you write music, it's not my thing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that's part of the reason that Cory has so many fans from all over the world is because people can really relate to it. And I know I was reading one of his old interviews, and he was just kind of talking about how a lot of new country, it's very commercialized, and now a lot of the country music, people aren't talking about stories that are related to somebody. They're telling a prefabricated story, which it does great on the radio. And
Instagram country.
Yeah, right. It'll get you a hit and it'll get you on there, but it doesn't get you people as deeply in love with your music and trying to connect to it as clearly he has with his fans.
Yeah, that's awesome. I guess it's just that sort of thing with if you can write and sort of create something that is true to you, it's going to be true to other people, and yeah, very
Definitely.
cool. Just random thoughts.
I'm gonna try and get one of these music videos going here. Do you mind taking over for a couple of minutes, just talking about the radio station or do you want to talk about the podcast and what's coming up on there?
I virtually never have any idea what's coming up on the podcast. But
Sorry, what we just had out on the podcast.
Oh yeah, I can talk about the previous podcast, and I can talk about other Dropout related isms. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I'm gonna.
Do you want me to just?
Yeah.
You can just leave me here, or.
Yeah, and then
Cool.
I'm gonna be back for you guys with some music videos.
Awesome. Oh, it's just us now, guys. Yeah. Okay. So I do thank you again for sticking around and chatting with us. It's a pleasure to have everybody here with me. And if you guys have any questions, I'd be more than happy to do my best to answer them. I do want to let you know that we have a podcast that comes out every Monday. It is called New Music Mondays. It's available on Apple, on Stitcher, on iHeartRadio. All that goodness. We feature 3 artists per podcast, and always try to find sort of the newest, coolest music that we can, that's coming out of the Canadian scene. And one of the things that we try to do is get music from across Canada. When Jesse started Dropout, he's as I said, he's in a band, he tours a lot and that whole thing, and he noticed that there's all these amazing sort of music scenes across this country, but none kind of really integrate into each other, and the indie music scenes are sort of these pockets. And what we're trying to do with Dropout is sort of bring all of those scenes across the country together. And so the podcast is definitely one of the ways we're doing that. It's a lot of fun, and we get to interview people, which is like, as I clearly like doing. I like talking. So and the other thing, if you guys are ever bored and you're finding it a little bit quiet, you can check out dropoutentertainment.ca. You can see it. It's right up in here. And that's our Dropout radio station, and that is streaming 100% Canadian music. We update it with new music as much as we can. It's streaming 24 hours a day. We put out podcasts when we can as well. And I mean, it's just there, and it's absolutely free, and we're just happy to be involved with the artists that we get to be involved with. So let me give you some background on our most recent podcast episodes. As I said, I've talked to a few different artists now, and some of the most consistent things that I tend to hear is this story of, I was writing music for somebody else. I was writing songs with the intention to entertain people, rather than writing for the intention of sort of I guess expressing themselves or getting their thoughts out, feelings out. And in every single case, the reason why we had them on the show was that they had this new song who for whatever reason was doing really well. And in 3 episodes, one after another, the answer was when I was asking about how did you write this music kind of thing, the answer was sort of always, I was writing this way. And then I just broke down myself, and I just said, F it, for lack of a better term. I don't think this is a family show. I'm not even sure. I just don't want to get demonetized. I don't even think we are monetized. They just said, F it. We're gonna write for ourselves. We're gonna write the kind of music that we want, and we're gonna write about stuff that is real to us. And that is the music that then took off into the world. Yay, Jesse's back. How's it going, Jesse?
Good. I got a music video for everybody. I think now this should have sound. Let's see. Okay, it does
awesome.
Have sound.
It does.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting there. But yeah, so this is the track that Cory was talking about a little bit there.
We had a great time, Jesse. It's okay.
We're gonna be chatting a little bit about these kind of things until Renegade Station hops on here. But yeah, if any of you guys do have any questions for me or Ben, about Dropout or about life or anything like that, feel free
streaming.
To but yeah, here is Cory Marks.
We were young, we were lost, but we traveled not knowing the cost.
Nothing behind us, just road ahead. Unashamed of the
I have a predisposition to just clap after every song on these shows. So do you think there was a director somewhere who like filmed that entire music video and then waited for like at least like 2 weeks and then called the actor one day? He was like, dude, it's raining. We got to go now.
That's a good question. Yeah, that was that was another like pandemic style.
That
music
was
video,
absolutely beautifully
right,
done
because
pandemic style music video for sure.
yeah, it's really crazy to see the way that people are coming up with to kind of circumvent this whole situation.
Yep.
You know, they didn't need to get in the same spot. They figured out, they shot it separately, and that's came together as something fantastic. Which
Oh,
yeah,
that's
I don't know,
very
it's
cool. That's very cool. So that was all those two. Were those two separate?
yeah, I'm pretty sure though those it was all filmed like completely individually.
Wow, nice. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've seen there was one I saw that was entirely done on a live stream situation like this. And it was, I forget who it was. And it was pre-composed so that everybody faded in and it was entirely synced up. It was absolutely stunning, kind of right at the beginning of this whole quarantine situation.
Nice. Yeah, it's super cool seeing how people are figuring this out. And it's so like, I don't know, I feel like it's really pushed artists to be creative in ways that, you know, like who would have even thought, we didn't have to think about these things before. So like why
Absolutely.
would
We
anybody?
just published, did you see the new Binge Ninja? I think you published it actually, the new Binge Ninja. That's an excellent video, an excellent example of quarantine videos running amok.
Absolutely. You know, like it's a cell phone and a green screen is realistically
Right.
all it takes, as long as you got a good song to go behind it.
Well, I think that's where we're at in filmmaking too, right? Like, I mean, it depends entirely on what you're trying to get across. That's you can absolutely do a stunning, beautiful music video with like a cinema camera and all that kind of jazz. But if the song speaks better to a funny iPhone video or just something weird, like it works now. Absolutely. Like,
Definitely. Yeah. This is definitely like I'm really interested to see where kind of the musical world is at once we're all done with this, and how many of these things we're going to still hold on to and which ones are going to get shed right away.
I hope I see more. There's a lot of live stuff coming out now. And I mean, like, not that that's not a thing that happens, like it absolutely is, but I feel like a lot of bands, Japan Droids just did it, Glorious Sons did it. They're sort of just releasing these, like, you know what, we were sitting on this recording that we had, because why not release it as like an album or an independent thing? And that's
you're
giving
talking
me
about like previously recorded live stuff.
yeah, like previously recorded at shows and stuff. And that's giving me a whacklet of comfort right now, because you can hear that, because you know what I mean? Like when you listen to live tracks before, you were like, oh, I don't want to hear the live track. I'll hear that later at the show. Now I'm like, oh my God, there's a live track? Beautiful. Like,
yeah, I can hear that there's other humans still.
like, are there still other people on this planet? Good. Or at least there was when it was recorded.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's super cool. I'm yeah, definitely love the live stuff. Hopefully there's more of that coming out.
So you were to show recently though, right?
Yeah,
did
I was at
a safe show.
Johnny No Cash's show last Monday. It was my first show of the entire summer.
And it was outdoors and very socially distanced.
Yeah, they had it set up so the band played inside the bar, and then they had like windows and doors that went to the outside, like as in a patio, and then everybody just sat out on the patio. Yeah, it was a nice, like, yeah, very cool way to go see music and still be safe. I saw too, Mountainhead did a concert this past weekend from a boathouse.
Oh, okay.
And
Wait,
apparently there was 100
Like-
boats just like spread out on the lake
Oh,
watching them.
shit,
which
really?
is, yeah, super cool.
That's very cool. Is there footage of that?
There's like one drone clip that I've seen. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, I hope they
there's
release
stuff
it.
coming.
They must have had stuff. Wayne makes a good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
saying necessity of other creativity. So true. Also, hello Wayne. Hope you're doing
Hey
well.
Wayne, how's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Wayne actually just he had recommended me getting a hut of Queens and Kings. I guess I shouldn't spill the beans on this actually, because it has
No, you should.
But we have very cool stuff coming
we have
up with Queens and
cool
Kings.
stuff coming up.
Yeah, thank you for the heads up on that one, Wayne. Yeah, if you guys haven't heard of them, they're a two-piece rock band from Toronto. They're fantastic. They've got a new single and music video coming out this month, and something very exciting that we're working on with them for shortly after that. So yeah, keep that.
Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Jesse's excited.
I was just about I was about to talk about it, then I realized I shouldn't talk about that yet. Yeah, okay, so we've still got some time to chat before oh, Brooks is saying hello. Hello, Brooks. I've got another Cory Marks video here for you that he was talking about. He mentioned Drive. He played that and he talked about it a little bit. This is the one with the cars and the airplane.
This was the one that was the country music fancy video of the year by Billboard magazine.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. This is another great one, and yeah, apparently some dude is driving around this car now, and that's you know.
So you didn't ask him about the
cars
plane.
usually go down in value as soon as you buy it, right? But I feel like this one's probably going up.
Yeah, you didn't ask him about the plane. Like, what happened to that after?
Oh, they're not driving planes in it.
Oh, I thought there was like a flying thing in it.
No,
oh, okay, my expectations they were far too high for this.
Yeah, no, beautiful video. Though.
You mean it only takes place on ground?
Right. But yeah, I guess Ben, you can see this at the same time as anybody else who's
excellent. Yes, I have not seen the video.
We can have a little chat and get a real time reaction from you.
Cool.
This is Drive by Cory Marks.
Old truck, an 81 Dodge, just a bucket of rust. Yeah, she sure made it feel brand new. With cracks in the windows, it was hard to drive. No radio on, just to come here smile. All the things that I would do. Well, she would slide on over to me, get a little closer, and we could drive. For a little while, drive. Wind on her hair, that sexy smile, drive. Yeah, just drive. Was only in town for a couple of days. I never thought I could be feeling this way. Ain't a damn thing I could do. Yeah, those tail lights and her blue eyes. One hand on the wheel, the one between her thighs, and she slides on over to me. She gets a little closer, and she says, drive, get out of this town for a little while, drive, wind on her hair, that sexy smile, drive. Baby, just try. Just try.
I drove my car through a farm field once. It didn't work
Did,
out
did it look
nearly
as,
as well
did it
as
look as
that.
beautiful as this did?
Oh God, no! You know, a regular tow truck can't get in there. You got to get one of the big tow trucks to get those bad boys out.
That's funny. Did you got a car stuck?
I
in a-
did,
in a
yeah.
farm
No,
field
that's
at
a
one
true
point?
story. That's a true story. It was a long time ago, and I was at a cottage. I used to live in like the country back in the day, and yeah, I went for a morning drive because I thought it would be adorable just to check out the like local stores and whatnot. And I just found like one road, and it was like super small. And I went down that road, and then I found another road, and it was even smaller. So I went down that road, and then eventually the car stopped. It was like a Ford Topaz. Like this was
Right.
not a car that should be anywhere close to not being on cement. And I think my mom might be watching this. I'm not sure if she knows this story.
Sorry about
Anyway, yeah, it was so an expensive tow truck later, and yeah, the car worked fine. Like there was nothing wrong with it. Just got
Yeah.
stuck.
Yeah, just can't get it out yourself. Yeah, it's funny. Like people, like I hear stories about the car getting stuck and all that stuff in Toronto people, and like that's like a deal. But,
Toronto
like,
people.
well, like literally, like it's Saskatchewan. It's literally like your car just ends up in the ditch, right? It's gonna be like you. If you're driving, you're gonna go into the ditch eventually, right? Or end up in a field. Like it's just part of driving.
That's funny. Well, I mean, like Saskatchewan, but like, is there ditches in Saskatchewan? Does it slope down enough for there to be a ditch?
Yeah, like this. It's definitely not very curved, but there's enough for you to go in a little bit, you know. Until
You
it
just
snows
drive
and then
off
it's
into
nice
a
and
wheat
level, right?
field. Oh crap! I'm in a
That's
wheat
definitely
field.
also a possibility.
Awesome. What is the music scene in Saskatchewan like, Jesse? Or at least like, I mean, how update are you? I guess are you on the music scene in Saskatchewan?
Yeah. So like, yeah, definitely been a long time since I've been part of it. But yeah, there's definitely super cool stuff coming out of there all the time. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like I was also a lot younger and like figuring things out when I was playing there, but it definitely seems like a totally different like game as here in Toronto. And I guess like when I have like Saskatchewan artists comes down and like hang out, like they usually have the same kind of comments, right? Because like in Toronto there is I don't even know, well there was I don't know what there will be, but there's just so many bars that play music. And then there's so many shows going on every single night. Whereas like in Saskatchewan, for me to get a show like in Melville, like I would have to book a show myself, or even if I wanted to go.
Shout
to
out to
Yorkton,
Melville.
Yes. If anybody is watching from Melville, love you guys. But yeah, it's yeah, like the nearest like major city to me was about an hour and a half away, and they had like maybe 2 or 3 music venues. So yeah, just to like the difference between that and Toronto is makes it so wildly different, and the fact that there's so many less bands. You know, Toronto has to have at least a couple thousand bands, where Saskatchewan, like the whole province, has a lot less. That you know, and music is so much about working with other people, right? Especially doing live shows, you got to find other bands, you know, all that kind of stuff, and it's yeah, I really applaud all the people that are making that happen, because there's not as many people trying to do that stuff. So the people that are keeping those shows going and playing and doing all that stuff, like they're really a backbone, and they're holding up a lot. Whereas you know in Toronto, if you're doing promotion of that kind of stuff, you know if your show doesn't happen, there's a million other shows to go to. So there's I feel like a lot less
in normal
pressure for
time
people here. Yeah, in normal time.
In normal time. That's fair. That's fair. Speaking of music, speaking of the music venues in Toronto, because so many of them are, I guess, in trouble right now.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, I absolutely think that we're going to have music venues. Like, I think what you just said will absolutely hold true, regardless of what they're called or who owns them. But I wanted to ask if you agree with that statement, if you think it's going to be easy for music venues to come back. or new music venues to open up. Like, am I hopeful there? Like, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't really know what I think the future is gonna look like here. Like, it's so many of the iconic ones like have shut down already or said that they're going to be. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on what our laws and regulations are, and like if we're gonna be able to gather like that again anytime soon. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
really don't know.
actually that's a great point too. Even just for non-quarantine reasons, like for instance, like a lot of the bars in Toronto have sort of grandfathered in liquor licenses from ages ago. They might not even be able to get, like, who knows if we can open more bars.
Yeah.
I would assume that the city would just be like, fuck it, yeah, open bars, but you know.
Yeah, I don't know. One thing I do know though, like, I guess I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna be a hard time for artists once this does open up in Toronto. Like, Toronto artists already get paid very little for the most part, and now Toronto's got no shows going on, but still those 2,000 bands who all still want to go do that show. And you know, I'm sure the bars are going to be finding different ways of trying to come up with paying them less, right? Their bars are also making less, like not even their own fault. But yeah, I feel like the competition here is going to be ruthless for shows once this does start. Like, it's going to be super exciting. Like, as a fan, I think I can't wait for music to get going. All the fans are going to be going nuts at every show, right? Because it's
oh man, do you think there's going to be like
so
do you think tickets are going to be ruthless? Like, maybe only one of us can go cover a show now.
Maybe, yeah.
You want to bring in two people? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely gonna be a different world once we come out of this. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I don't even know where to go from there. I do have another music video though. I've got one from the Renegade Station. To give you guys a little preview for everybody who's watching. Again, thank you guys for tuning around. They should be coming on in not too long. Yeah, but just to give you guys a little bit of sneak preview of what's to come with the evening.
Nice.
Girl, the light's been green since you and me started hanging out and talking about our hopes and dreams. I hit the bank, topped off the tank, so just point me there, I'll take you where you want to be. I know a shortcut out, let's leave right now. We can take a back road, go as far as it goes, park and watch the stars come out. We can take a black top, take us out of map dot, just cruise around that town. We can go north, south, east or west, chase one sunset to the next. Girl, forever ain't too far for me to drive, as long as you're along for the ride. I'd love to see a Gulf Shore breeze blowing through your hair while we stir those drinks, or lying by a fireside in a cabin outside till you ride. Hey, what do you think? Just around that bend is where it all begins. We can take a back road, go as far as it goes, park and watch the stars come out. We can take a black top, take us out of map dot, just cruise around that town. We can go north, south, east or west, chase one sunset to the next. Girl, forever ain't too far for me to drive, as long as you're along for the ride. We can take a back road, go as far as it goes, park and watch the stars come out. We can take a black top, take us out of map dot, just cruise around that town. We can go north, south, east or west, chase one sunset to the next. Girl, forever ain't too far for me to drive.
Damn, good to have you guys along for the ride.
But we really gotta get you a bus.
Nice. I thought they kidnapped that band for a second. That's
Nice.
very cool. Where are these guys? Where are these guys from?
They're from Alberta.
Alberta. Okay, right on.
Yeah, gonna be super cool to have them on. This is
a very country driven episode. That's very awesome.
Yeah, this is Canadian country night.
Nice.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for hanging out still. They will be coming on soon. They're gonna be answering some questions as well as playing some music.
Oh, you know what, Jesse? I've been meaning to ask you something because I tune in a lot when you're hosting the show, and I see the shark behind you. Now, I was concerned about the shark. Now I'm wondering, can you play the double guitar?
Oh yeah. It's that's a pretty awesome thing. I got that from a dude who was in a Kiss tribute band that had broke up. I saw it on Kijiji. This was like when I first moved down here. And apparently his Kiss tribute band had broke up. So I saw it, and then I went over to his place to pick it up, and he just had a whole wall of just the most ridiculous and like unnecessary guitars you could imagine. And yeah, well that's where I picked that guy up, and love that thing. My first album I put out when I moved to Toronto, which was under a fake name, under James Lyer and the Crazies. Actually, the album artwork is me and that guitar out in a.
Oh my god, I'm putting that on some sort of podcast somewhere. Just gonna find that. Is that still on iTunes?
I don't know. That's a little bit old at this point. It's definitely been a few years. I have not kept up with if anybody still listens to any of that stuff or not. I have no idea.
That's amazing.
or even if it's available to, like, I'm sure it is on the internet somewhere, but
it's got to exist somewhere on the internet. I think everything exists on the internet somewhere.
It's funny. So my first band that I formed when I was like, I don't know, 16 or 17, it still has a Facebook page, and Facebook, like, every couple of weeks it's like, hey, like, you got a new person, liked your page, and I'm like, how would somebody even find that? Like, that is so deep into the internet that I don't know how. But yeah, apparently people go and check it out every once in a while, and I don't know. Everything, if it's on the internet, I guess it kind of lives there forever, right?
Yeah, it happens to me with old party posts.
Nice.
From back in my party promoting days.
Nice. Maybe we should have a quick chat about the Canadian Independent Music Video Awards.
We should talk about the Canadian Independent Music Video Awards.
Yeah, that's for anybody watching who may not have heard of them. We this is going to be the third annual Canadian Independent Music Video Awards. It's a contest that promotes 100% Canadian independent music.
Videos.
Videos. It's pretty much like all genres, maybe not all genres. We got about 8 genre categories.
I think the only genre we don't really cover in the awards is kind of like an EDM sort of situation, and I think we actually tried to cover it on year 2.
We did.
And then there was just no. If you have some EDM music videos and you want to enter the contest, go for it. Definitely do it, and we will make a category for that. But currently, that is the only reason why there is no category, because we did have a category and zero people entered a music video.
There was one
EDM song. There was one. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, then they win. Good for them.
But yeah, so that's a contest that we've been doing for the last 3 years. We had a really awesome first year. Like the first year that we did it, and honestly, we threw it together so quick. It was just kind of an idea that we had.
I'll give no, like full credit, everybody. This was an idea that Jesse had, like literally in an afternoon. And I think by like the end of the week, we were setting up the website with this stuff, because when you had the idea, the first thing we did, we were like, this has to be a thing. Like, there's got to be a contest, like an awards of some kind for independent music videos in Canada. And there absolutely wasn't. There's one award at the CMWs that is like for the best independent video, and that is it. But there's nothing that really showcases it in a way that we're used to with like pop music and stuff like that. So that was the idea. And yeah, man, awesome.
Yeah, and it went great. Yeah, that first year we threw it together like super fast. Because I guess that was in 2018. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
And we were near the end of 2018, so we're like, we really got to get this together, if we're doing this for a contest. And we slapped it together. And we thought it was just kind of going to be a smaller thing between, some of the artists that are, in Dropout and all that kind of stuff. But it really took off. Last year we had, how we got over 100,000 votes? No, 100.
So in total votes, actually, yeah, we got over 100,000 votes in total, and people were allowed to vote multiple times. And I think there was about 30,000 unique voters over the course of the few weeks that we were running the contest.
Yeah, and from literally every part of the country, like.
Yeah, we had people from PEI, Nunavut. There's not really any more obscure places in Canada than that. And the rest.
Yeah, it was super cool. But yeah, so we've got nominations open for that right now. So if anybody has any cool music videos or knows of any, please feel free to send them our way.
And where can an artist go if they wanted to enter this music video contest you speak of, Jesse?
Yeah, you can just go. It's on dropoutentertainment.ca. It's also set up at CanadianIndependentMusicVideoAwards.com. That's much longer to type in than.
It's like the longest URL in the history of the internet.
It's pretty long. It's funny you were mentioned though. Like we saw that nobody in Canada was doing the Independent Music Video Awards, but it turns out there's actually nobody in the world that had done this. We are the first people in the entire world somehow to have a contest based solely on independent music videos. So
and it's only for Canadians.
Yeah.
So screw the rest of the world. But the idea is out there. So
we got to start a bunch of an American one, before somebody else takes it. No. Who cares about their music?
Oh, they'll be fine. I'm sure they'll be fine.
That's if they're still an American.
How is America, by the way? Has anyone checked on them lately?
Not me. I tuned out of that a while ago.
It's upsetting. You got to take it in stride at least.
Yeah. And with the awards, last year we had them at the Hideout, which was, oh my god, that was so much fun. That
was an awesome party. Those guys are great.
Yeah, it's man, I'm really gonna miss that bar. So sad to see they're gone. But yeah, we had a whole award style presentation that showed all of the winning videos. People came up. We had trophies and everything. We had some fantastic bands play as well. Who do we have? We had Mountainhead. We had Pterodactyl Problems. We had Queens and Kings. We had
Bon Villain,
Cash and Bon Villain.
Yeah. If you guys haven't checked out any of those bands that we just mentioned, check them out. They're awesome, like through and through. Can't recommend those enough.
Yeah.
Who else are you liking right now? Who else is piquing your interest as far as stuff that's coming in and music that's getting released right now?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I post a lot of it on Dropout, so if anybody's looking for music, that's probably a lot of it there. A lot of the same stuff actually I've been listening to. That's probably the best. If you go to Dropout, there's a whole list of that.
Right on. You refer to my website.
Yeah. What about you? What have you been listening to, man?
What's been in my head lately? So I know we're all Canadian music and 100% on board with that. I'm just going to take 2 seconds to talk about Ithaca, New York. There's been a few 2020 songs out, like 2020-esque songs, and so far literally none of them have hit me in a way where I'm like, I can accept this as a real song and not just something that you kind of threw together as like not a fake song, but like a 2020 song. So I want to talk about Ithaca, New York, and I want to talk about Ex-Ambassadors. They have a new song called Zen that I'm friggin' super into.
Nice.
And that is my only shout out to CRTC. That is the one time I will mention non-Canadian music on this channel. I've also been super obsessed with Gray since I spoke to her on the podcast. She's from Toronto, GRAE, I think.
Yeah.
Awesome interview guest. And great music. Her new one that came out, she relates a lot to her inspiration coming from The Cure, and I'm a huge Cure fan. And Permanent Maniac is very dope song. So if you haven't checked out Permanent Maniac by Gray, GRAE, that is something I would highly recommend checking out. Yeah, those are kind of my two big ones right now, I think.
Nice. That's cool.
Darcy's put out some good stuff lately. Fast Romantics put out some good stuff lately.
The Darcy's. We met them at a show. We talked to them about doing an interview. They were super into it. They were like, yeah, like this would be great. We'd love to come on the site. And then we talked to their manager. The manager was like, no. Like,
yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. So I was asking them, I messaged them on Facebook and I was like, hey guys, like check out this podcast we're now doing. Like your new song. What do you think? And they were like, yeah, cool. Email such and such. So I emailed such and such, and yeah, just lost in the email world. But that's par for the course, you know.
Yep. That's all part of it.
To be fair, I know people send us music and we don't always get a chance to listen to it or post it, but we try our best, and we do listen. We do listen to like 99% of it, I think.
It is getting harder and harder.
It's getting harder and harder.
Like my inbox is so full every day. Yeah, getting crazy.
But you know what? That's kind of awesome, because actually when we did this, I mean, I didn't realize the as you said, like there's just thousands of bands. There's lots of people making music, and I think my predisposition for independent music before I started working with you on Dropout was very specific to this independent music that was in my head as like independent music, or indie music, if you will, kind of thing. And when we started working on Dropout, I got to know this scene a lot more, and all the scenes a lot more. And there's just sort of good music kind of coming out of like there's always good stuff coming out. There's tons of bands out there that are always creating and always making. And like when we started Dropout Radio, my first thing was like, oh man, like, I don't know, can we fill up 24 hours a day with Canadian music? And it was dead easy, like, to get good music 100% and do that. So
yeah,
that's my spiel.
There's a lot of incredible, definitely, a lot of incredible indie artists from all across the country. And we've got a very large country, so there's like, yeah, a lot of different sounds. I do, before we get too far away from it though, so I got a music video actually here. This was the winner of last year's CIMVAs.
Nice.
Just so I can fill you guys up with some music while we're until Renegade Station comes on here. But yeah, so this was the overall winner of last year. Last year our prize, we had $500 cash and then $1,000 in digital advertising. And yeah, they were the
3,000 in digital advertising.
That sounds better. Yeah, 3,000 advertising. But yeah, this was the overall winner. There's also winners in all the categories. But these guys took the whole thing away. This is Straight for the Money by Bleecker.
I see you walk on water, gonna show me how. Pull the wine at the cellar, gonna pull it out. You say you want the power, got the power now. Got the power now. Well, pull me on the bed, gonna lay me down. Up in the clouds, the screws only come for the gold. She's in the mansion, my tears taste like liquor and coke. I hear that they love me, but I know they want me a joke. On top of the world all alone. Yeah. Straight for the money, straight
Apparently, I should not have done that.
Oh no, why?
I think I just got the stream kicked off YouTube.
Oh, what? Oh, because of copyright or something?
Because of that song.
Oh, it looks like it says we're still on YouTube.
Mm,
Is anybody watching us on YouTube? Hey guys, I wasn't vaping.
Yeah, no, mine says stream suspended. God damn it.
Oh no. Damn YouTube.
Oh yeah, I guess I should not have done that.
Well, I mean, now we know what playing straight music videos right through during a show does. So maybe we don't do that.
we've done that before.
Have we done?
Yeah,
maybe
their label must just have something set up. Because we played Cory Marks videos and those were both
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I've played tons of other bands, but apparently YouTube did not like that one. So hi to everybody who's on Facebook.
Oh, hey Facebook and Twitch, maybe.
Cool. Okay, that's unfortunate. I wonder if that's. Oh, you know what? Okay, we're back on.
We're back on YouTube.
Yep, we are live again on YouTube.
Wow, that's. I mean, props to YouTube for that level of efficiency with their smackdown.
Yeah, no kidding. That is pretty crazy. Okay, but we're back there, which is good. Nice. Okay, that scared me. Sorry for the interruption there, guys. I was also gonna play a music video from the country winner, which
maybe we could just tell people where to find it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll pass on that because that's too bad. But yeah, I guess it let us right back in, so no harm, no foul there, hopefully.
Cool. I mean, I don't think anything we do is monetized anyway, so
yeah. Cool. Okay. Well, let's just chat for a little bit. Yeah, Renegade Station should be here very shortly. We're coming up on 7 o'clock, so we'll have some live music, and you can hear some other people except for me and Ben blabbering on here very shortly.
So, how was your day, Jesse?
My day was good.
Good.
Just did some work for most of it. Took the dogs out for a couple walks.
Excellent.
Yeah, did the sound check. Yeah, nothing too crazy today.
I don't think anyone has crazy days at any point anymore. I mean,
that's pretty fair. Like,
I
guess I could make my own day crazy if I really tried.
If you really wanted to try.
Maybe I should put a little bit more effort into it,
just when you wake up in the morning, just let the dogs out, no leash, and then just go from there.
That would lead to a crazy day for sure. Nice. You know what? I'm just gonna play this other music video.
You're just gonna try it, eh?
Kicked off. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. They let us back onto YouTube. They just took us down momentarily. So, one last music video. This is the last one that I'm gonna be playing here before Renegade Station comes on. But this is from the Heels, and they were the winner of the country portion.
Oh, this is a great song.
CIMBAs. This is Take the Trailer.
Young at 21, got the mortgage, a dog, and the dream. It's been years of tears, and I'm still here, waiting on what's supposed to be. My best life as a good wife, where did it go wrong? In the driveway, calling my name, that silver lining all along. You keep the house, I'll take the trailer. Honey, I'm out, singing, see you later. This domestic scene, it ain't for me. I'd rather get hitched to a old screen. You keep the house, I never like the neighbors. I'll take the trailer. I'll take the trailer. Got my eye on the 65, grab the vinyl, my heels in the wine. I leave the weight machine and the supersized screen where your lazy boy can recline. Into your beer cans and the lava lamps and the Xbox you can't let go. Hook the truck up before you wake up. By the time I hit the road, you keep the house, I'll take the trailer. Honey, I'm out, singing, see you later. This domestic scene, it ain't for me. I'd rather get hitched to a whole new screen. You keep the house, I never like the neighbors.
There, we're still stable, right?
Yep. We're still on YouTube as far as.
All right, good stuff.
Take-
Thanks the heels.
Yeah. No thanks
for not
to you.
having us. Yeah, thanks the heels for not having a strict copyright policy as whoever manages Bleaker. But also check out Bleaker on your own time. They are awesome.
Yeah. You just have to watch it when we're not showing it to you. But yeah, so some other awesome bands to check out from the winners from last year. We had in the indie category Andrew Waite. We had Dakota Bear, who won the Aboriginal and Hip Hop category. Johnny No Cash and the Celtic Outlaws won Metal. Pterodactyl Problems won Rock. The Heels won Country. Bon Villain won All the Way. And the Dead South won Folk. They were cool at the time.
They were cool at the time.
I guess they weren't cool at the time, but we thought they were cool at the time, Oh man.
What's
crazy.
so? I mean, I'm. You know what? I'm going to avoid that whole topic at the moment. I did have a question for you. What do you think so actually, here's my question. What do you think the future of, I mean, not the future of music videos, but like the immediate sort of future of music video production is? I know you just finished, I don't know how much you want to talk about it or if you can talk about it. I know you just finished filming a music video for an artist. What was the experience like filming a music video safely, I guess?
Yeah, that was really cool. That's for an artist named Mandy M. It's going to be coming out. Yeah, it was definitely it definitely adds a whole layer to it, right? Like never in my life before had I thought about how close people can get to each other when shooting a music video. So yeah, that definitely changes things and adds a little bit to everything that you're already trying to figure out. As for the future of music videos, I don't know. I think things are coming back very soon. Like I've talked to a lot of artists. Seems like a lot of people are going out and shooting again now that we can be in groups of however many in Ontario. Yeah, I think maybe not quite normal. Like I don't think you're going to be seeing music videos with like a whole party or any of that kind of stuff. You know, you're not going to be seeing 25 people in a music video. It's going to be much more stripped down for the next little while, but. Yeah, I think it's going to be a good thing almost because it has pushed people's creativity, and made people kind of think about new ways of possibly doing things. Yeah.
Have you thought about, just off the music video sort of side note, but kind of related to what we were talking about? Have you thought about those moments when you're like at a concert with like 500 people, and then you're like in the middle of them, and like a beach ball hits you in the head, like?
Well, yeah, it's really crazy to think about, especially going to like I used to love going to metal concerts and just jumping into a mosh pit where it's literally you and a bunch of other super sweaty dudes running into each other. Which yeah, like now at this point, like to go do that and then like find my way through the crowd of 1,000 other sweaty people to like get wherever I'm going, like it's I don't know, it's crazy that doesn't seem normal after it was so normal for all of life.
For all of life, right?
Yeah, right. And like it literally never once in my mind was that at a concert and I was like, maybe I shouldn't touch these people because I'll get sick from it. That literally had never ever crossed my mind. So
just want to say hey to Omar. How's it going, Omar?
Oh yeah, hey Omar.
Oh, sorry. We can both do that apparently.
Cool. Yeah, wonder where these guys are. They should be coming on any minute now.
What time is it in Alberta?
It is
it's
only like 5 o'clock there now. But yeah, they should be hopefully jumping on any minute, and you guys don't have to keep listening to us anymore.
I enjoy talking to you, Jesse.
Yeah, I like talking to you too. This has been a good chat. It's actually kind of nice just to get a chance to talk about some of these things that we got going on.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you mentioned Andrew Waite. Have you seen? And we were talking about live music videos. Have you seen his new live music video?
Ooh, I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh, check it out tomorrow. I will publish an article about it.
Nice. Thanks for that.
Yeah, no, he just released a new. I don't know actually when it was recorded. Sorry, it was recorded I think last year, but I don't know where it was recorded. But it's pretty dope, and it's just sort of nice to see that concerty situation from the past.
Yeah, it's nice looking back at those concert videos. Like, it's kind of nice. It's kind of sad though as well to be like, oh, like, I should be at a concert this weekend.
All right. Have you done any of the drive-in concerts?
Well, no, but almost yes. Who was playing? It was at the OLG stage, and there was a pretty good band playing. We didn't get tickets, but we like parked the car over like a hill and just kind of watched it from like they were ending it but I was like, hey, let's stop, like let's see if we could see some of this. And yeah, we got ourselves a pretty good little spot, so I got to see one from the distance.
That's amazing. It's like it's watching a show now is like watching a movie in the 1940s.
Yeah.
Or the 50s. I'm not actually sure when drive-ins, maybe 60s.
Yeah, it's cool though. I haven't been at any of the drive-in concerts yet, but it's I don't know, it's a cool way to keep things going.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you see the at the very I think early on in this, they've got a thing in London called Sky Orchestra?
No.
So that's a thing. Check it out. It's called Sky Orchestra. It's apparently something that they do in London on like a regular basis, but it was specifically they had Massive Attack. Sorry, CRTC. They had Massive Attack. I think it was. I forget who the other bands were, but they did an entire, I guess, concert from different hot air balloons around the city, and you could tune into the live like feed of that band on a radio station and just watch them play from the sky.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Sky Orchestra. It was neat.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, no, I've definitely never seen one of those. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna keep coming up with more interesting ways of doing shows as this comes on as well. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's ways that we haven't even thought of yet that would make for a super cool concert.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it is just the it's not so much about the live show. It's how the crowd acts, really. Like that it's if there's not a mosh pit and there's not that whole situation, and you can scream inside your heart, I think is the phrase.
Oh, you know what? It says they're backstage. Oh, okay.
What's going on?
I just got a message from the band. Apparently they are somewhere. Let's try invite. Let's see.
Thanks again, everybody, for sticking around and chatting with us. It's been awesome. And don't forget to check out dropitentertainment.ca if you haven't already, and check out our new music podcast, and check out some other episodes of Quarantine Songs at quarantinesongs.com. Yeah, we really enjoy doing this. This is like our sort of therapy for creativity. Talking about music.
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, they said they're in the waiting rooms. Okay, so they should be here any second as soon as I figure this out. Maybe, Ben, I'm going to leave you alone for a second again and see if I can log in, and maybe that'll bring some more people in.
Yeah. No worries. Or give them a call or whatever you need to do. I can hang out with the peeps.
Cool. Okay, I will be right back.
Let's talk about the president. No, let's not ever talk about that. I'm going to actually try my best not to talk about those kind of things. And we can absolutely talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Feel free to put some questions in the chat. I'm happy to answer them as best I can. And then in the meantime, I do, you know what? I don't really get you guys as a captive audience very often. So let me tell you about some bands that I think you would really like. We did see Bleecker just there for a second. That's what got us kicked off YouTube. Bleecker is solid, and I can't believe they're bigger. They absolutely should be. Definitely check out Bleecker. They do have a new one. Actually, they just covered. Oh, they just covered. They just did a hilariously awesome cover. And I'm committed to finding it now. which is just terrible for a live stream. No Rain. It was a cover. It was a cover of No Rain, and they just did a really solid update and a really beautiful cover to that song. So I highly recommend checking that one out. It's pretty new and it's out there. Some other good Canadian bands that you can absolutely check out. Bon Villain. I've literally been chomping at the bit for an excuse to talk about this band. They haven't released anything substantially new lately, so that was out. And they haven't been a guest on the show, so that's out. But let me just straight up say Bon Villain is definitely one of my top 5 sort of artists that we cover that I incessantly go back and listen to, later. That's kind of how I when we do stuff there, you always find artists that you like when you work at a company like Dropout. And one of the ways that I tend to decide if a band is like, not that they're good, all the bands we cover are good, but one of the ways that I sort of decide if a band gets in that love part of my heart that you have for bands is how often I go back and keep listening to them. And there's a lot of bands that we cover on Dropout that I go back and listen to because I get obsessed with them. Bedhead is another great artist. She's an electro pop artist from Toronto as well. Highly recommend checking out her. Yeah. I mean, I think there's sort of something. There's something in every artist's music that you're going to connect with, but I think there's just in some cases you find artists that personally connect with you, and that's kind of what I'm talking about here. So I mean, not that my opinion is necessarily worth anything, but if you're just looking for some recommendations for some music, Bleecker, Bon Villain, Bedhead, and they're all B's, so they're easy to remember or more complicated. I'm not really sure. So we are at so we're at about 7 o'clock, and we're still waiting for our Calgary friends to come aboard and entertain us with some tunes. I don't know too much about the Calgary scene or about the Alberta music scene per se. There's absolutely some awesome bands that come out of there. Bad Animal is one that comes to mind. Yeah. So what else can I tell you about Alberta? I mean, I think Alberta's doing okay at the moment. I was a little bit shocked recently because I was on Reddit, I think, and somebody made a comment about the Alberta government being scary. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. But if you're from, maybe we can ask Renegade Station about the Alberta government and if they are in fact scary. So I think Jesse's got something going on here.
Okay. Yes, I will take you guys away from politics. We got Renegade Station here.
Because it's funny you guys are saying that. We were just talking politics in Lou and Russ's basement here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No.
Isn't that like all we talk about now?
It's forbidden in the band. It's the same as hockey. We're split right down the middle. So
oh no.
We just don't talk. No, we do talk about hockey though.
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry.
Hey, Renegade Station. Nice to see you guys.
How's it going?
We're doing great. How are the Flames?
They're out of it.
They're exactly where we want them.
Yeah.
Par for the course. How are the Oilers doing there, guys? Hey,
they're
Par for the course.
Yeah.
They've been golfing for a month now.
they both suck.
Yeah.
They're
That's
great
okay.
golfers.
You guys are talking to two people from Toronto here, so
Well,
we've
that's
lost
fair.
all faith in hockey forever.
That's fair. I do have a Leafs joke.
Please tell your Leafs joke.
It's terrible. I said the Leafs are like the Titanic. They're great until they hit the ice. That's so bad. I'm sorry.
That was a good Leafs dad joke.
I mean, that could go. Yeah, that could go for any Canadian hockey team, pretty much. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, we're late. We were having. We were having
some technical difficulties.
That's cool. Yeah, sorry. No, I'm super excited for you guys to be on here. Thank you so much to everybody who stuck around. And
Thanks for listening to me,
and
guys.
Ben for the last little while.
Hello, everybody out there.
Yeah. So yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, this is Renegade Station out of Alberta, They're going to be playing us some live music and answering some questions. If any of you guys do have any questions, I'll just kind of run through what we're doing here quickly before we jump into some more music. But we're right now streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. If you guys have comments or questions for the band, you can comment on any of those platforms and they'll all come straight through here and we can get it over to them. We also have a tip jar set up for which 100% of anything coming in will be split between the bands from tonight. That's at www.quarantinesongs.com.
Awesome.
And
we like to call the bands need beer jar.
The bands
The
need
bands
beer jar.
need beer jar. I'm changing that. Right.
Bands need to pay their mortgage payment jar. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
After beer.
After the beer.
Exactly.
Yeah. What's more important? Priorities.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If we can't make the mortgage payment, we're gonna drink the beer. There's a song. There's a country song.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for this on the next Renegade Station record.
Yeah.
All right.
Story of my life.
Cool. Do you guys want to jump into some music? We'll
Absolutely,
show us some of that. Awesome.
Highway wind calls out to me. Need 1,000 miles in between me and anything makes me wanna stay. I know it's crazy to leave right now. I ain't the kind for settling down for anyone. It's just that way. I know I'd like to see you again, but just in case this is the end, baby, lean in close and hang on tight. Hold me like you love me tonight. Give me something to remember you by before I go. Give me one more kiss for the road. Don't know how I got this way. The need to run runs through my veins. I keep rolling on like a midnight train. There's lonely nights ahead of me. It's a price you pay for being free. It ain't easy, so help me ease this pain. I know I'd like to see you again, but just in case this is the end, baby, lean in close and hang on tight. Hold me like you love me tonight. Give me something to remember you by before I go. Give me one more kiss for the road. Baby, lean in close and hang on tight. Hold me like you love me tonight. Give me something to remember you by before I go. Baby, lean in close and hang on tight. Hold me like you love me tonight. Give me something to remember you by before I go. Give me one more kiss for the road. Give me one more kiss for the road.
that was One More Kiss off of our last album, Ghost. And we actually wrote that one with Drew Gregory. And he's also a country artist out of Alberta here. And yeah, a lot of fun, that song. This next one we're going to give you if you want us to just keep going. Also on our album Ghost, this one's called Fall When You Fall. Better off trying to stop a moving train. Better off telling the sky not to rain. Matters of the heart don't work that way. Well, you can't change what you can't change. It is what it is. It does what it does. You get what you get, so you give what you got. You dream what you dream. You want what you want. You fall and you fall and you fall in love. Can't unkiss lips and make the whole world shake. There's three little words that you can't unsay. With your head over heels, you can't stand up straight. You can't trick down, you can't fool fate. It is what it is, it does what it does. You get what you get, so you give what you got. You dream what you dream, want what you want. You fall and you fall and you fall in love. Oh, you got no say, you got no control. You fall and you fall and you fall and you fall. Oh, yeah. Well, you can make plans, but love don't care. It don't play by the rules and it don't play fair. It's under your skin like a new tattoo. You ain't running love, love's running you. It is what it is, does what it does. You get what you get, so you give what you got. You dream what you dream, want what you want. You fall and you fall and you fall and you fall. You get what you get. Fall when you fall and you fall in love. Fall when you fall. Woo. Now we're cooking. Jiggity.
Awesome. How's that feeling over there?
Feels great.
Good.
Feels
good.
great.
It is, thank you.
How's it over there?
Sounded good on my end.
Yeah, it sounds great, guys.
Good deal.
Thank you so much.
Well,
Now you guys aren't in the back of a truck right now, right?
We aren't.
That's good. That's good. I'm happy you escaped whoever
could
those
be if
people
you-
were.
Yeah, I mean it's not unnatural for us to be in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh gosh, yeah, that's our Along for the Ride video. I'm assuming you're referring to. Hey,
I am. Yeah.
we actually,
absolutely.
it could be anything.
Or
What are you talking about? What video?
We're not at liberty to discuss, actually. But
What happens in the back of the truck stays in the back of the truck.
that's
Exactly.
right. That's right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So how are you guys doing? It's probably nice to be back together playing some music after all this. I'm assuming you guys were separated for a little bit.
yes, we were doing we tried to do as much stuff together apart as we could. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, like what we're doing here, all
Yeah.
in our own separate houses and play separately.
So we would do like Zoom things, and we had our quarantine match game, that we had put on Facebook, and it was a load of fun. It was really difficult to not be together because you did as much as you would like to pretend that it's not. You need to be close to have that chemistry, and
I give kudos to bands that, we've been together for a long time and play together. We're not, we don't have session players or hired guns. We play together. I give huge kudos to those guys that do that and can build that chemistry on stage. And we're really lucky that we all live in the same little town in Alberta, and we can get together and rehearse together. And it feels really. We had a show in August and then one last Friday night, and it just felt so good to play. You kind of take it for granted, right? And I think part of this quarantine and COVID has taught us that you appreciate the things that you maybe took for granted, whatever that is.
Definitely.
Do you want to take a moment there?
Could you
Absolutely.
please?
I know. You missed me so much.
How was your show on Friday?
Show on Friday was great. It was our first drive-in cruise-in concert, is what we called it, and
The first ever in Stettler.
yeah. So we live
Nice.
in central Alberta, a little town of 5,000 people, and the first ever drive-in concert. It was so much fun, and we had the best sound crew in the world, Dave, Deb, and Colin Forsyth from Okotoks, Alberta, and they just knocked it out of the park. I didn't know what it would sound like
And it's so weird because
singing to cars.
I mean, people had their windows rolled down. And
Let's be
everything.
honest, there was a lot of trucks.
There
We
was
are
a
in
lot of
Alberta. A lot of trucks.
And the occasional SUV.
Yeah.
But it was different because you couldn't hear the applause after the songs, but they would honk on the horns.
That was so cool.
It was really
It was
awesome,
cool.
actually.
I didn't know
Yeah.
how it would be, but it was so much fun.
I'm
and
kind of missing the honks right now. I hope people do it in the future.
Yeah, well, when you go to Toronto and people see you with a cowboy hat, they honk.
They honk.
It's a true
That's
story.
a different thing.
Different honk, though. To
Yeah.
be fair,
I was the king of the double takes. every time
Is
we
that
go
Paul
to Toronto. Look, mommy, it's a cowboy.
that literally happened
That
to
did
us
happen.
in Coburg. They stop mid-event, and I hear, "Look, mommy, it's a cowboy."
That's amazing.
Awesome. It was awesome. Yeah. Oh my God, we have no fun together at all. If you can tell.
Nice. Yeah, I was reading when you guys first started out. This kind of came together. You guys were just kind of doing a few parties, and you guys were going by Domino at first, and it kind of evolved into this. Can you kind of talk about how this got started and how it kind of evolved into what it is now?
Yeah, we all well, Russ and I are married, so
You've been playing with each other for a long
we-
time.
You could say that.
yeah. And, oh geez,
I had to go
Um,
there. Sorry.
been playing music together. There was a local variety show in town here, and we all, as separate musicians, not knowing each other, joined to be either singers or part of the band, and we all became part of the band, and we would learn 40 songs every year and be the backup band and also sing. And then after a few years of doing that, we were like, we've got this really cool chemistry, and why don't we actually start a band and,
Yeah.
and
One of
play
the-
some gigs?
One of the things that really drew us all together is the harmonies, because we all sang harmonies and our voices blended really well.
Hmm.
And it was one of those natural things that you don't have to necessarily learn the part. You sing the part
just
and
did
everybody
it.
else sings
Yeah.
around it, and it just happened.
Nice.
So it's a pretty special thing, especially considering the music that we were playing at the time too. Lots of Eagles and lots of harmony rich covers that we were playing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we started just playing everything we could: weddings, dances, rodeos, you name it. And I guess it's been 6 years now that we decided, like, okay, we're going to do this, let's do this and take it to the next level and really work towards more of a national career. And we signed with our management company, Sarome Entertainment, here in Alberta, and really got focused. And then we rebranded totally 3 years ago and changed our name to suit more who we actually are.
who we became.
Yeah, people thought we were a family band, and we're real wholesome.
I totally am, right? But I mean,
Not that we're not
I-
wholesome.
Obviously.
I can tell from the first few minutes of this conversation how wholesome of a band you guys are.
We are wholesome, really. But we weren't quite as wholesome as they
It
thought.
took you that one joke to derail that whole thing.
it was the Maple Leafs one, right?
Yeah, it
I
was
did.
the Leafs.
That
yeah,
was it. Yeah.
Gosh.
Nice. Okay. You guys want to jump in a few more songs? We can hear some of these harmonies.
All right. This one's called Nothing Like You.
Here we go.
I never been a lucky guy. Ain't never been the kind to fall into nothing and come out with something till now. It's like my bad luck ran out. 'Cause every time I turn around, it's like I fell into heaven, rolling all sevens. Nothing like you, nothing like you ever happened to me. I can't believe someone like you looking at me the way that you do when you do what you do to me, baby. Everything I ever wanted is right here tonight. Yes, baby, I got it. Sure as I live and breathe. Nothing like you, nothing like you, nothing like you ever happened to me. You talk about a dream come true. Holding the hand I can't lose. Ain't never letting go. 'Cause baby, I know our love is on the road. Nothing like you, nothing like you ever happened to me. I can't believe someone like you looking at me the way that you do when you do what you do to me, baby. Everything I ever wanted is right here tonight. Yes, baby, I got it. Sure as I live and breathe. Nothing like you, nothing like you, nothing like you ever happened to me. Nothing like you ever happened to me. I can't believe someone like you looking at me the way that you do when you do what you do to me, baby. Everything I ever wanted is right here tonight. Yes, baby, I got it. Sure as I live and breathe. Nothing like you, nothing like you, nothing like you ever happened to me. Ever happened to me. Whoa, ever happened to me. Ever happened to me.
This next song we're going to give you, we wrote this a few years ago, and it is World Suicide Prevention Day. And this song actually struggled with mental illness, and we wanted to bring awareness about mental illness and suicide awareness. And this song is all about being someone's safe harbor and not being afraid to reach out and ask for help when you need it, and for us to not be afraid to reach out to someone and ask them if they're okay and be someone's safe harbor. I know you're thinking there's only one way out of this. I can tell something's wrong and you're in some kind of mess. Your mind's going places it ain't ever gone before. If you feel like you're drowning, you can't take it no more. I'm only a phone call away. I'll be your safe harbor on the darkest night in the deepest water. If your boat's sinking and you need a hand, I'll come running from wherever I am. I'll be your lifeline, I'll be your harbor. I'll be your safe harbor. When the world's gone cold and you ain't got nothing left, You've lost all hope and you're hanging on by a thread. If you're one short step from a long dark fall, I've got your back, so stand up tall. Don't you dare give in. I'll be a safe harbor on the darkest night in the deepest water. If your boat is sinking and you need a hand, I come running from wherever I am. I'll be your lifeline, I'll be your harbor. Oh, I'll be your safe harbor. I won't ever leave you, I won't ever let you down. I'll be your safe harbor, on the darkest night, in the deepest water. I'll be your safe harbor, on the darkest night, in the deepest water. Your boat is sinking and you need a hand, I'll come running from wherever I am. I'll be your lifeline, I'll be your harbor. I'll be your lifeline, I'll be your harbor. I'll be your safe harbor. I'll be your safe harbor. I'll be your safe harbor.
Some water on that one. Thank you so much. We have Colin who's helping us with sound here tonight, and he's just in the background. It's like it's awesome to have an
Shout out to Colin.
Shout out
He
to
is the
Colin.
man.
He's the
He
man.
is the man.
Nice.
Now he's flexing and posing.
Actually,
He's gonna hulk right out of his shirt, I think.
I'll just have to imagine it on my end, I guess.
it's pretty
No, Colin,
awesome.
come around here.
Yeah.
Show him.
You don't even want to know what's going on.
I feel like I'm missing good things over there.
Yeah, he's pretty ripped. So.
We already got kicked off of YouTube once today.
Yeah, we don't want to be the reason you get kicked off of YouTube.
No.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome. See, as you guys mentioned, it's Suicide Awareness Day, and that's kind of the subject you guys wrote that song about. Can you kind of tell us a little bit about why that was important for you to write about?
Yeah, actually, like I said, I have depression and anxiety, and I hate saying struggling with it because you don't struggle with diabetes, you have it. So trying to change the wording around mental illness, and it was Bell Let's Talk Day the one year, and I had that song title in my back pocket for a long time, Safe Harbor, about being there for someone, and then Bell Let's Talk Day, and just me talking about my mental illness and my depression. And Kent and I have been writing quite a bit together with a fellow out of BC, Doug Fulkins, and we came to the songwriting appointment or date that night, and I said, guys, we're not writing a girl chick song tonight, or a beer song, or no, not. I said I have this title, and I really feel like right now is when we need to write it. And I kind of had some of the music as well, and we just started talking about it and about what was important. And as me, someone who, when I get to that point, that is afraid to ask for help or afraid to reach out to say, look, I'm in a bad place. Can you help me? So that's kind of what the song is about, to say it's okay. You do have a safe harbor. Someone would rather sit with you and talk to you through your darkest night than hear your eulogy. And that's kind of what the song is about. Like, as when you're going through stuff like that and you are afraid to pick up the phone or text someone or whatever, I can guarantee you there's someone in your corner, and someone that will sit with you and talk to you and be there for you. I know in a heartbeat I could call I live with this one, but These two, if I called them at 3 o'clock in the morning and said I need you, like there's no question. So that's
It
kind of
better be good, but I'll come over.
and there better be beer.
And there better be beer, exactly. Okay, yeah, grab a 6-pack. I'll
Yeah,
be right over.
I'll be right there. You had a beer? Yeah. But it's true for someone who was afraid to reach out. It's okay.
Yeah, and it's not just you. It's
Right.
not just me, and it's not just these guys. Like so we're going through harvest in Alberta right now. Everybody's out hitting the fields, and farmers are one of the largest groups of suicide victims.
Yep.
I guess.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yes. It's a lonely job.
It's depressing as hell.
And they are tough and taught to be tough and not talk about it, and so
it bottles up and it bottles up,
Yeah.
and finally when it explodes, instead of talking to somebody and letting it steam out, right? Lots of times they think that there's no other way out.
And we just lost another RCMP officer yesterday as well to suicide. So.
Yeah, and because same thing, they're taught to be tough. They're taught to
it's tough.
keep
So
everything bottled down. So
we've had a lot of great feedback with that song, and it the video. We posted it up today as well, and it's on our YouTube page. And we hope it speaks to you, and we hope it can maybe get someone.
I hope it does somebody some good.
That's right.
Is it I don't know, harder sort of talking about this kind of stuff in like the western part of Canada? Like, is it in that sort of cowboyish kind of situation? Am I
We're not all cowboys.
No, of course not. And I'm not implying that you are.
I mean,
hats, regardless of whatever hats any of us are wearing currently.
Right? I mean, there's definitely one cowboy in this room. But,
Yeah. So you know what? I come from a background of farmers and cowboys and rodeo cowboys as well. Not just ranch cowboys, which is what I was. But lots of rodeo cowboys. My grandpa and my father-in-law, two of my brothers-in-law, are in the Canadian Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame. And
cool.
And
I rode a horse once at the mall.
Yeah.
It's more than I've done.
It's a good thing she came and unplugged it too, because
Yeah,
you were a train wreck.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, as you were.
But and they are all tough SOBs.
But I don't know if it would be. I think there's a stigma in mental illness, no matter where you're from, whether downtown Toronto or small town Alberta. Right? We're getting there, and we had lots of friends last year do a songwriter tour with our ag and 4-H clubs to bring awareness to that demographic and that part of our community that it needs to be talked about, and it's okay to not be okay, as Madeline Merlot says, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think, like what you were saying, I think it's just standard that there's a stigma, but it's changing in every demographic, I would think, slowly but surely.
Yeah. Cowboys may be the last holdouts, but they're coming around.
Yeah.
Even cowboys need a hug once in a while.
Exactly. Rub some dirt on it, you pussy.
Yeah. Well, there goes the YouTube channel.
That's funny, but yeah, no, it's I think that's something super important to talk about. I really appreciate artists like you putting out music like that, and especially during now, like during this pandemic, everybody has been holed up at home, and it as hard as it may seem to talk to somebody at this point, like somebody's on the other end, somebody's always willing to listen, as hard as that is to admit to yourself sometimes. So yeah, I think that's a beautiful message you guys are sharing.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to us. Thank you.
Cool. Where to transition from there?
Yeah.
Quickly segue.
Well, we got some new music.
Cool. Yeah, let's hear some music, and we'll. Oh, sorry. So actually, I've got a question for you guys first, or maybe a comment from Dwayne Piper.
Oh, Dwayne.
Hello,
Hi.
Dwayne.
We love Dwayne.
He says, "Hope you guys are coming back to Ontario when things are back to the new normal."
We love Ontario.
Yeah,
I love Toronto. I've been
We'd
to
be
Toronto.
there right now if things
We
were
would
normal.
be there.
Yes.
We would be in Hamilton today if it wasn't for COVID. So, yeah.
Damn.
We
I'd probably also be in Hamilton to come see you
Probably
guys
would be.
there.
Right? Yeah.
That'd be cool.
when we've had these epic, or at least we think they're epic, but radio tours across Canada, and get to see some places that we've never been, and they're so much damn fun. I mean,
We love Ontario. We have been there like 5 times, I think.
5 times, I think.
And yeah, before our radio tours and our manager got us doing that, I never even knew if I'd ever get to Toronto.
Yeah.
Honestly, I hope to, but
Yeah.
so it's awesome. We will be back for sure. We've been from Chatham, Kent, and Bothwell up to Manitoulin, and
We did the Star of David tour the
We
one year.
did.
It was kind of like this.
Yep.
Um,
It's a big province y'all got out
Sure
there.
is. It's very
Holy
large.
smokes.
Covered about this much. of
This
it.
much.
Yeah.
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 It was
So
awesome.
It was funny because we played one day in London, and then we went to Ottawa, and then the next morning we were in Tilsonburg.
Oh, geez. Yeah,
And it's
that's not the
yeah.
best route, that's for sure.
Well, somebody can't read a map apparently, but it's an incredible way to see. You guys have a beautiful province out there. We just love it.
So short answer, yes, we will be back to
We
Ontario.
will be back to Ontario.
Nice.
God, we
Sweet.
talk lots.
That's right.
All
That's
right,
that's one of those things that's so hard about booking a tour in Canada, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right, we have such a large country that like if you were in Europe, you could have went to those would have been 3 different countries,
Totally.
you know. But now, like, just to get across those 3 places, Ontario takes so much back and forth.
Oh
which is-
yeah, yeah.
Even we'll go and play in. We played a gig in Fort McMurray. That was our last gig before COVID, and
Yeah.
it's an 8-hour drive.
Yeah. Yeah. One way.
One way.
Yeah.
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 Oh, it feels like it.
Big country. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll let you guys jump into some more music.
All right,
though.
we're gonna give you some new stuff we're working on. This one's called Free, Free, Free.
As long as I've got a song to sing, 6 strings and a guitar, 3 chords and the truth to ring, bar stool in a bar, long as I've got a song to sing.
Long as I got a prayer to pray and a place to fall down on my knees, find the silent words to say and face so I can see. Long as I got a prayer to pray.
An old man told me back when I was too young to believe, ain't the money that we're making or the stuff we're accumulating, yeah, the best things in life are free. Free, free, free. As long as I got some air to breathe.
Blue sky and an open road.
Pretty girl sitting next to me, no place I gotta go, long as I got some air to breathe. My old man told me back when I was too young to believe, ain't the money that we're making or the stuff you're accumulating, yeah, the best things in life are free. Free, free, free.
As long as I got you to love.
I got a song to sing.
Prayer to pray and air to breathe, ain't nowhere else I'd be. As long as I got you to love.
Told me, girl, it's you that makes me believe. It's the loving that we're making, it's a giving, not the taking. Yeah, the best things in life are free. Free, free, free. You and me on the open road, Memphis on the radio, heading down to the Sunshine Coast. Free, free, free. You and me on the open road, Memphis on the radio, heading down to the Sunshine Coast. Free, free, free.
Oh, I want to be on the Sunshine Coast right now, but Central Alberta is pretty good too. We're gonna give you guys a cover right now because why the heck not, right?
I hear the ticking of the clock. I'm lying here, the room is pitch dark. I don't know where you are tonight. No answer on the telephone. And the night goes by so very slow. And I hope that it won't end alone. Till now, always got by on my own. I never really cared until I met you. And now it chills me to the bone. How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone? You don't know how long I have wanted to kiss your lips and hold you tight. You don't know how long I have waited, and I was gonna tell you tonight. But the secret is still my own, and my love for you is still unknown. Alone. Till now, I always got by on my own. I never really cared until I met you. And now it chills me to the bone. How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone? And the night goes by so very slow, and my love for you is still unknown. Alone. Till now, always got by on my own. I never really cared until I met you. And now it chills me to the bone. How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone? How do I get you alone?
I'll do it quietly.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome, guys.
Thank you so much.
So, I was just gonna ask who, when you say you're covering a song, like who in your heart are you covering? Like, well, I guess not heart, but who in your soul are you, that song a cover of?
Sorry, what was that again?
Like, is it a heart song or is it a Celine Dion song? Is kind of what I was asking. Like your mind.
In my mind, it would definitely be heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love me some Celine, but if you can't sing that stuff real well, you just don't even go anywhere near Celine or Whitney. But
No,
yeah,
exactly. And I mean, it has a lot to do with the era of music that we grew up in. I mean, we grew up listening to 70s rock, 70s country, 80s rock, 80s country, 90s rock, 90s country. We skipped most of the early 2000s.
well, no, later 2000s. That whole bro country era.
Yeah, it didn't work out so good. But yeah, we're classic rock, classic country.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the old rock and roll sounds a lot like what what we're putting out right now. So, and I think it's a reflection on the age
On
group
our influences, for
on
sure.
our influences and the age group of the people that are making music right now, the writers and the producers and the artists.
Nice. Cool. And you guys have been the Alberta Country Music Awards. Sure loves you guys. That's what you guys have won so many awards through that, which I feel like is a testament to your songwriting and everything you're doing. Right? You guys had Group of the Year, Single of the Year, Fan Choice. Like over the years, it seems like you guys have got a little bit of all of them.
We had a pretty good run.
Good run. We hope it's not over quite yet.
So,
Yeah.
well, how has it been just to see people's reaction to your music like that and your songs? Like, yeah, just how was that feeling going from the first award? Like now, maybe by now you guys are like, okay, another
Oh.
award. But I'm
Yeah, we are so blown away and so honored. Like the first year we won, we got to find that YouTube video because we were like,
say what?
Let's go! Yeah, we won.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
What do we do now?
Yeah, we were getting ready to do the fake applause for whoever actually
Yeah.
really won.
Because honest to God, you kind of think, and we always joke about that. But
We can tell the story. I think.
I don't know. It's too soon.
Is it too soon?
Yes, we will never.
Oh no.
Story ever.
There's a statute of limitations on that.
Yeah, there is. Yes.
But I really want to hear the story now.
Well, I'll tell the nice version.
Oh, geez. I don't.
No, we were on our way to the awards, and we were discussing the fact that we had been the bridesmaid and never the bride.
Yes. Yeah.
For quite a long time, and it was like, not gonna win this year.
And we did make a joke then about we'll tell everybody we cleaned up at the ACMA Awards, and we'll take a picture of us cleaning the tables. So we joked about that, and then we won Group of the Year. Fans Choice. Our manager won our partner, our teammate Drew won label mate won male vocalist. Like we did clean up our whole, and we were like, oh my gosh, it was an incredible night, and we've won since that night, and we do not take it for granted. We are so honored to win Fans Choice, to have our fans vote that for us was amazing, and then to win peer nominated by people we absolutely look up to and admire. It really is. It's unbelievable. From a band that's been schlepping around Alberta, playing every gig you can imagine get some.
We were the hardest working band in Alberta, I feel, for a long time.
Well, I mean, we played a lot of gigs. We weren't very smart about what we were
the dumbest
doing.
band in
Yeah.
Alberta, too.
So our manager kind of helped, rein us in and focus
yeah.
and get a plan together. Because, I mean, you can work. Yeah, take these pills.
Once she put us on Ritalin, we were fine.
I mean, it's working really, really well. Can't you tell? I mean, we're pretty common. I mean, it seems to be working well.
Good old Ritalin.
We're kidding.
It's Adderall.
Yeah.
Right.
That was,
and it's
that,
not us. It's just Luann.
Yeah. That was such a nice story. I'm trying to think of the other direction that it was going to go.
There is a bit of another story, but we won't go there.
Yeah, we won't get into that.
No.
Cool. You guys.
That's a pretty clever Instagram kind of post, though. If any bands out there do lose it in awards, like they can do that still, right?
That's right.
It's up for grabs.
Yep. It's up for grabs.
Never been done.
We still took the pictures. Cleaning up the table, so because that's kind of how we are.
Well, I mean, somebody had to do it.
Somebody had to clean up. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It's probably one of those carryovers from playing all of those. Like we used to play little country halls and that kind of stuff, and even the old jamboree.
Table needed to be cleaned
we'd
up.
finish playing at the end of the night, and then we'd pull down all the chairs, or put all the chairs up against the side of the wall, wash the tables down, and sweep the floor before we left.
I don't miss those days. Not gonna lie.
You guys are troopers.
Oh my god, we should stop talking. Do you want a couple more songs? You got time? Are we done?
Sure. Yeah. If you guys got a couple more songs for us, we'd love to hear
We
them.
absolutely do. We'll give you the truck song, and along for the ride. Take you in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
You won't?
No.
Hold on.
Tune her up.
Okay, so this song is title track off of our last album, and it's called "Along for the Ride."
Sorry. This must be a
Kent,
Kent.
turn your tuner off or something. Colin's hollering at you. There you go. There we go. All right. Give her, boys.
Girl, the light's been green since you and me started hanging out and talking about our hopes and dreams. I hit the bank, topped off the tank, so just point me there. I'll take you where you want to be. I know a shortcut out. Let's leave right now. We could take a back road, go as far as it goes, park and watch the stars come out. We could take a blacktop, pick a side of map dot, just cruise around this town. We could go north, south, east or west, chase one sunset to the next. Girl, forever ain't too far for me to drive, as long as you're along for the ride. I'd love to see a Gulf Shore breeze blowing through your hair while we stir those drinks, or lying by a fireside in a cabin outside till you ride. Hey, what do you say? Up around that bend is where it all begins. We can take a back road, go as far as it goes, park and watch the stars come out. We can take a blacktop, pick a side of map dot, just cruise around this town. We could go north, south, east or west, chase one sunset to the next. Girl, forever ain't too far for me to drive, as long as you're along for the ride. Back road, go as far as it goes, park and watch the stars come out. We could take a blacktop, pick a side of map dot, just cruise around this town. We could go north, south, east or west, chase one sunset to the next. Girl, forever ain't too far for me to drive. I could do this for the rest of our lives. As long as you're along for the ride. Wow.
What do we got?
So I hear you're good. You already moved on, and I guess I should, but I still can't keep holding on. They say if you love it, let it go, and if it comes back, then it's really meant to be, but you ain't done that, so I'm all alone. And I gotta know who's gonna love me tonight. Who's gonna take me home? Who's gonna be by my side when I turn out those lights? Who's gonna love me tonight?
Well, these four walls feel like they're about to cave in, but I ain't gonna call. Give away the shape I'm in. They say the time is it all, but it's been taking its time. Cause nothing keeps you back from the front of my mind. So I'm suffering. Wonder if you're wondering who's gonna love me tonight? Who's gonna take me home? Who's gonna be by my side when I turn out those lights? Who's gonna love me tonight? Well, I'll be fine tomorrow morning when the sun comes back around. But when it sinks back down, I'll be asking what I'm asking here right now. Well, who's gonna love me tonight? Who's gonna take me home? Who's gonna be by my side when I turn out those lights? Who's gonna love me tonight? Who's gonna love me tonight? Who's gonna love me? Gonna love me tonight? Who's gonna love me tonight? Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Awesome,
Fantastic,
guys.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, I'm super happy to have you guys on here. This has been.
Oh, we're
this
stoked
has
to
been
be
great.
here and really appreciate you having us. So, yeah. Thank
Nice.
you to everybody for watching tonight.
Thanks for putting up with us.
Yeah. He
If
talks
you don't
in
get
a
kicked
lot.
off of YouTube.
Sorry
Yeah,
about
a big thank you to everybody who's been tuned in and watching throughout the night. This has been it's just been an awesome night of music, great conversation. I do want to ask you guys before we get going. Do you guys have anything else coming up soon that people can be looking forward to?
Yeah, absolutely. This Saturday night, actually, we'll be going live again with the Diamonds in the Rough showcase, which would have been at the CCMAs this year in Hamilton, but we will be on Saturday night, I believe. Oh gosh, Angie, don't kill me, but I think we're on at 9 p.m.
Our time.
Yes, I don't have it right in front of me, but yeah, tune into the Seroma Entertainment page, our page, Renegade Station on Facebook. It will be a live stream, and then I'm also doing a songwriter showcase on Sunday for the Diamonds in the Rough, an all-girl power hour. So, yeah, and then we're also going to be having some new stuff coming up with our live streaming as well, and hopefully some more actual live shows.
Yeah.
But that is in the works. So,
And then just the other dumb stuff that we do on Facebook and
Yeah.
YouTube. as well.
we're gonna have a night of trying the Dr. Hose on Kent to see how high we can go and see what happens. You don't want to miss it.
Wait, sorry. What is that? That's some kind of medical. What is the dog? Is that the foot thing? No.
Dr. Hose, the pads that you put on, and then it's the
Okay.
electroshock. So, like 2,
Oh.
3 is about good, but we're gonna see how high we can go on Kent.
Turn it up to 11.
Yeah, we're gonna turn it up to 11
Just
like a Marshall amp.
This sounds like some good entertainment.
I mean, we like to have
Well,
fun.
I've done dumber stuff. So.
Yeah.
Like the yeah.
We all
Here,
agree.
hold my beer.
Yeah. That's right.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. So yeah, for everybody watching, make sure to check that out. if you want to find more of their stuff, it's nice and easy to find at renegadestation.com. Thank you guys one more time.
Music.com, but yes, you can just
Oh,
Google it,
sorry.
Renegade
Oh,
Station.
Renegade
No, it's all
Station.
good.
We're easy to find.
We're
Google
easy to
Renegade
find.
Station, you'll find us.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to plug your social?
Renegade Station on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and we're not on the Snapchat. We do have TikTok as well, but yeah, Facebook.
We don't know how to run it.
MySpace.
Yeah,
I'm
our
sure-
TikToks are 3 minutes of Luann going, "Is it on yet?"
How does this
I can't
work?
see.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna trend.
Read this for
It might trend. Yeah.
Where's my glasses?
I'll get you trending, all right. Jeez. Thank you guys so
Awesome.
much.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you. This has been a lot of fun. Really appreciate you guys coming on. And yeah, I'm looking forward to some more live streaming coming from you.
Absolutely.
Right on.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, you too. Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.